a night of fortune and flames has diminished to ash and descendancy. After being guided to a remote location outside of Kinmatoro, you find yourself in the presence of princes and princesses, court mages, and imperial advisors within the walls of a rather unique tavern of all places. The last location you might expect for such a summit of fates, but here is where it will begin, in a pub stoked by the embers of the palace.
One. Nailed it.
Okay. One, and
Welcome
we're back.
everybody.
Hey guys, roll 3 back in so they can see us in just a second.
Yeah.
Get
3,
Selena's out of the way.
2, 1.
No, stop. Shut up, you guys.
Welcome back, everyone. In case you can't tell, I think we're all feeling extra goofy today.
We didn't see each other last week.
Yeah.
Well, we just saw these two.
Yeah, just those two.
Fuck us, right?
Picking. That was the joke.
So,
Well, it hurt.
now that everybody has seen the intro, we rejoin our heroes as they enter the Demon's Den Tavern and find seated at a large table surrounded by Sojit and Inaset guards alike, Tanura, Tilly, Elwind, and Sina.
Say that 5 times fast.
No.
No.
You notice that there are 5 empty seats. And
For us?
I take one quickly.
Sonora.
I'm like, oh wait, there's 5.
gestures.
Play some musical chairs. Or we'll sit.
I'm going to sit next to
Okay.
Ren.
Oh,
But I
God.
want to scoop my chair close to where we're just touching.
I want to sit where I can see Elwind, like, the easiest,
I
I
just
guess.
wanna-
Like,
So
I'm
across
not,
the table
on
from
the
him,
same
basically?
line. Yeah, basically.
Okay. As you sit, you catch a glance of his downward gaze before his eyes like calmly shoot towards Tanura, who will, at this point, now that everyone's seated, stand up and address you all.
That's,
Is he wearing tap
that's
shoes?
Looking across the table at the 9 of you, he says, well, no, I guess it would be the 8 of you.
It doesn't
Excuse me.
matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't
The
matter.
mini of you.
Yeah, the mini.
All of you. All y'all.
Except for Cheryl, he's huge.
He says,
He's medium.
Massive.
well, it's because I have to squat on the chair because my knee's been.
Yeah, I was going to ask, how do you sit if your knee's been backwards?
it's okay.
This is
He turns the chair around
Thank you.
and sits it with his...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I was going.
Like a cool kid with the back of the chair facing the
Yes.
table.
Oh, it's so good.
He's look regular.
Yeah, so he's regular.
From the behind.
Wait, does his hip bend backwards too?
No, just me.
just sitting like this.
His great posture. If you look only from
No,
nipples up.
his
been that way
calves
since
are on
the
the
war.
ground.
Everybody would have good posture there.
I don't.
In case anyone was very curious about how Cheryl is sitting, we're here
With
to
his
give you that
backwards
content.
feet.
Yeah.
Content you asked for.
Exclusive.
Maybe not the content you wanted, but the content you deserve.
Tanura looks across the table and says, the last 24 hours have been challenging, to say the least. I appreciate you all coming to what I imagine to be a dangerous meeting between allies. And he looks around the table at all 8 of you individually. Or at least potential allies.
Does he look at Sarnoan when he says that?
You thief.
He has a seat and places his elbows on the table, his hands together, and He looks at all of you.
I tried to not break.
That was hard. Stop.
Our mutual acquaintances and I have had some time to speak while we waited for you to arrive.
And he looks over at Elwyn, Cena, and Tilly.
I believe I have heard many of the arguments they have for us joining the war effort. But I would like to know, what is your unbiased opinion? Where do you stand in this conflict?
I don't know.
I mean, we know that there's a.
Because they asked us not to fuck them over.
Oh,
Wait,
well,
what?
I'm not fucking him over.
Oh,
Hey,
Cheryl's
thanks for the
doing
follow.
good stuff.
Follow.
Yeah, no, we I mean we talked to him on our journey about like places being eaten up.
And his
Yeah,
house
you
getting
Yeah.
did.
broken.
You did.
Yeah, so we know of these places getting eaten, so inexplicably disappearing from the world, and we need to get to the bottom of it. And we need as much help as we can get.
I wasn't related to anything you're doing. I'm sorry.
He was trying to mess with me.
I must confess, before the events of last night, I was convinced that we should not concern ourselves with the war in Zheles. But given the events that have occurred, and the opinions of my dear friend, I want to consider every option.
Do you mind if I ask you something?
Not at all.
If that's me, sorry.
Both of us over here. We are like both.
Nervous leg shakers.
Yeah.
I shake my legs too, but that's why I have a poof under me.
If
It keeps me from shaking the floor.
if last night didn't happen, what would you have advised your friend?
I would have advised him that Sojit is not part of this country. We have different beliefs. We have different friends, different enemies, different gods. To me, it made no sense to involve ourselves in someone else's war.
You felt the rumblings, though.
What's changed your mind?
Our acquaintances here, as well as some of the other higher-ups in the Sojit government, believe that Zheles may have been responsible for what happened last night.
Yeah.
If they
That's a
believed
load
that,
of shit, though, isn't it? Right? We're not going to blame a nation of people for what happened last night.
Make a persuasion check. I need to
So
actually open my
it's only
dice
been
roller.
one night since it happened.
Yeah, this is like the following day.
Gosh.
Nice. 22.
Okay. He cocks his head.
you make a valid point, and I'm not so sure that I'm convinced myself. I simply haven't seen enough evidence.
All I'm saying is, you want the unbiased opinion. My unbiased opinion is don't let the shortcomings of a certain view of the world become your view of the world in the process. I understand wanting to help, hearing people in need, of course, but It isn't right that we should take on their hate. And the truth is there's a lot we don't know about last night. And so I don't think we should be so hasty to call up old grudges just because it's convenient.
We think there's more happening in Zheles, both now and historically as well. That I think historically it has been explored that that the people of Zheles and the race of those born in Zheles are specifically just born into essentially terrorism. I think that narrative is incorrect.
If you make them the enemy, they will be.
Screen just went black?
Is that just me?
It might just be you.
Still there for you?
Try refreshing.
If you make them the enemy and the cause of all of your problems, before you have any evidence, they'll fit that mold. You'll push them into that. That's what's happened with Heimsford. And he'll kind of shoot a little glance.
Sarnoran, where are you sitting in relation to Cheryl?
It's funny. I was the only one who...
Well,
we
yeah,
didn't
neither one of
decide
us.
where we were
never-
sitting, so...
I mean, it
even
doesn't
know where the
necessarily
I
chairs
don't
are
know what the
to
room
sit.
layout is, what seats would be left after...
It's a rectangular
Dibs on
table, 2 heads at either end.
Where is he
Basically,
seated at the
I'm
table?
said I would try and sit as best I could.
Sure,
opposite
I can
of
be near him
Ellie.
if this
yeah.
helps that narrative.
I mean, that's
but
basically what I'm trying to
let's
figure
do
out.
that.
Yes.
Yes.
You feel a sharp pain in your shin as you're kicked from under the table by Elwind.
He's trying to kick me. He doesn't know my knees are behind me.
Oh God! Hey, thanks for the follow. Hope you're enjoying yourself. He looks to the two of you, Tenora does, and says, I understand, and to a large extent I agree with your outlook, but the problem now lies in my newfound larger responsibility, a responsibility to the Sojit Empire and her people, the people of Ao. I must do what's best for them.
Do you have a theory then on the tremblings? Cheryl had asked earlier if you felt those.
He had mentioned that AO was uneasy
Stirring.
about shit.
Yeah.
So then, do you feel that any of that could possibly be connected to what happened last night, or?
The argument has been made, yes.
Okay. So then, I don't know. And so that's really why we're just here, just to make sure there's an exploration of what's going on. Something's happening in the land. Something within the soil beneath us is unwell and angry.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Whoa, okay. Oh, that's good. I get advantage.
Would you roll?
An 8.
All them dice.
Oh, that's
no.
good. Okay.
All them
Total
dice.
11.
The 8 was the
The
good
8 was
one.
the best roll. cool. Everything's cool.
He looks down for a moment and looks back to you. He says,
Believe me, motherfucker!
in our travels together, I have developed a no small sum of respect for you and your dedication to your religious beliefs. I too am a man of God, but I have not had time to sit with my thoughts in prayer and worship. I feel I am more disconnected from AO now than I have been in a long time.
I think regardless, the fighting needs to stop. And whether you join in the efforts or not, I only stress that we don't try to quell the violence with more violence, because that's what's gotten us in the situation we're in now.
As you're speaking this, Elwyn leans forward and says,
I've shifted my feet this way.
"Need I remind you that the people of Inniset are stretched thin? If these attacks are indeed from Zheles, and we believe that they are, there will be no more protection that we can offer.
Okay.
I'm not saying that they're not from Zheles. I'm just saying that...
Would we prefer
have
the war to
originated-
happen here
I'm just
or in
saying
that
it might have
wasteland of a
originated from-
country?"
From your
I don't think it's a wasteland. I think that's how you view it.
understanding.
It's not a shithole.
I'm not saying that it needs to stop, that we don't need their help. I'm just trying to prevent it from getting worse with their help.
I
If
think-
they are to help,
Mhm.
we need to make sure that it's to stop the fighting.
Exactly.
What do
not
you
to
need?
Prolong it.
Were we told this?
Fuel.
I can't remember. What do they need from them? They need troops or supplies or passage.
Troops. And as like the conversation's getting a bit heated, you see a hand reach across and kind of pull Elwind back a bit. Your first thought is that, Sina is intervening, but
Tilly.
this hand is much smaller, more delicate, more hesitant.
Too long.
And as he pulls at Elwyn's cloak, Elwyn shoots him a glance. Tilly hesitates. He flinches for a second, and then
Crushes it.
I am quite young. It's true, and I feel maybe I haven't experienced the world as many of you have. But I would like to find a solution where no violence occurs. None from Zheles, none from Sojit, none from us, and none from any of you. Perhaps the best way to combat this is to bolster our defenses instead of going on the attack.
Cheryl's gonna smile at this boy. Big old grin.
Happy
Tanura, with
Happy
a
elephant, man.
newfound respect for the young prince, looks in his direction and he says,
And what do you suggest?
Tilly responds, "Well, it's true that we certainly need reinforcements at the wall. Many of our soldiers are occupied within Zheles. Perhaps your people would be less hesitant to join the war effort if they were simply protecting and manning the Divine Wall."
What does Elwyn think of this? I want to look at his face.
Make an insight check.
He wants to
I wanna
smell
look at
his
his knees.
he wants to smell his feeling.
Yeah.
That's a 22.
Smell his feelings.
He wants to smell how he's feeling. Does he smell kind of
He
sweaty?
smells like he feels like spaghetti.
What's that?
Sweaty
22.
spaghetti.
Okay.
Pocket spaghetti.
Elwind is satiated but displeased overall. He would much rather cut the problem off at the root. You know,
He wants to kill it. He wants to bomb all of Zheles.
it should be no
I know
surprise.
he wants more violence. Yeah, okay.
Cool.
Just confirming. That's all.
Tanura, seeing that Elwind's rage has sort of subsided, Sina kind of nods in agreement, and he looks to the five of you.
Would this, do you think, given the circumstances, be our best way forward? After all, I understand that the five of you have seen something in the north, along with Sina and Tilly. Something that
may influence many of the choices we make in the coming years.
We don't want people of either side of the wall to die. And I think that was maybe misunderstood from anger and frustration. We don't want people of Inset to be at war anymore, just the same as we don't want those of Zheles. And most of us don't even know all of the people of Zheles. But we have known one person before. And we've seen so much more, yes, on our travels, and some of us through prayer and some of us through visions. And the truth is that we don't know everything yet. And I think that we have to keep looking for the truth, even though it looks messy.
And as I understand it, your group is moving southward from this point to assist Grixton.
As it stands, we're going to need everyone that we can alive to fight what's possibly coming. With the little knowledge that we've gathered, it's a big threat to all of us equally.
Make another persuasion check for me. You can do that with advantage. Hey, you got it.
Oh no! That's what mine did too!
It's the either 10 or 13. I'll take the 13.
I had 10 less than that.
Okay. This dude's a pushover.
Yeah.
He's tired.
Well, the one good roll he had, you rolled a
Whatever.
22 on.
Wait, what?
The one good roll he had, Will rolled a 22. He nods his head and looks to the three from Inniset. Is this arrangement to your liking? I imagine that, given the circumstances, given the people's fear, this will both calm them and make them happy that we are not spending lives so readily. You're good. Cena and Tilly nod. Elwyn just kind of looks off, but it's not really up to him.
Damn Skippy, it ain't.
Well, with that, I believe that my decision is made. I will send word to Ashatari and Nakai. Let him know that there will need to be a draft of soldiers to be sent to aid in protecting the rest of the country, not fighting a war. I thank you all for taking the time to come and mull this over. Your experience has proven valuable. Should I need to call on your aid in the future, what name should I ask for?
Oh, do we have to have a group name now?
This is
Is that
it.
what we're doing?
This is it.
It's making it really confusing. Zealous.
Team names.
We need a team name.
What the hell, Alex?
Yep.
Why did you warn us of this? You know how bad we are.
Ren and the Hallbrights.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
That's exactly what our name is.
You were the
Two
last
votes.
one to join. No.
Last one to join first.
The Valafars or
it's a
something like
stack.
that. Because he's dead.
Last in, first out, baby.
What
Hey,
was
Pat.
Valfar's last name?
I have no
All
idea.
my
What
friends
was
are dead.
Valafar's
All
last
my friends are dead.
My friends are dead.
I can't remember that.
name? I don't know. He's your character.
I know he is.
What about something about did your staff have a name or anything like that? Like your family staff?
We're the staffs.
Someone said the best friends gang. Yeah, chat, help us out here. Help us
No,
with
get
a
out of here,
name.
chat. I don't want your best friend king. I'm kidding. But also, I don't want to call it
The Trunk Troop.
that. Oh, that's too close to real world.
Backwards
Can't have that.
sneeze.
Backwards. I thought you said sneeze.
No,
I was
backwards
like,
sneeze.
what's a backwards?
Zildrick.
Zildrix, it's not.
What about the Z's?
It's not good.
What about the ZZ boys?
Also spelled with
The
an X.
ZZ
Top.
Boys.
It's spelled with an X. So it's not. The last name is not. Don't go with the last name.
4 adults and a kid.
You were trying to do like 3 guys and a
Well, no, she's an adult now.
I know that's the joke now. They're
Oh.
like, who's the kid?
Who's the kid?
4 humans and an elephant.
Well, he's an elf.
The zoo.
I'm an elf also.
He's also an elf.
She's
Well,
an elf. Mark.
humanoid.
And you're a
Prom-
gnome.
Prometheus,
No humans.
Humanoid.
Prometheus OG says the
What
best
about-
best
what
friends
about the
gang.
zoo, but with an X, like XOXOO.
Here's the thing.
Zoo.
XOXO's Gossip
What would you
Girl.
like to call us?
The zoo, just XOO.
The zoo.
Throw it back
There's
to the
only one
DM.
animal.
You name us.
Yeah, idiot.
That's true. All the rest of us are some form of a people.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Kind of like the zoo.
The zoo.
Doesn't make any sense.
Too. It doesn't make any sense, but I like it
We
so
have an
much.
elephant man and we have a donkey.
Where is Clot?
We both have it.
We're not a good zoo.
The petting zoo.
Northwestern Mutual.
Aren't most of us
Ask
from the
for
south?
Wells Fargo. I don't know.
We don't know any of the geography.
Anything, yeah. What the frick?
Band of brothers
Salvation.
And 2 girls.
and 2 girls. Band of siblings.
What'd you say?
Salvation.
Oh, that's a good one. Let's go for it.
That's a good one, dude.
Ah, dude, that was
Yeah, there it is.
Didn't get there.
Tying it all together, baby.
Yeah.
You can call for salvation.
Fucking like rock.
Yeah.
Salvation.
We have a theme song too.
I'm trying to find something. So as the words leave your lips,
It's not just salvation. It is salvation and then that song.
And you have to do that whole.
We have a theme song.
You have to fit all of that into sending too.
as
It's all
It's
words.
a message.
Yeah, it's all one word.
Whoa, stop!
Who blew up the palace? Salvation.
oh no. As the words leave your lips, you see a smile move across Tenura's face.
Ooh, what does
I can just
Elwyn
imagine
do?
Elwyn.
when I say
That's like his eyeballs are stuck up here in the eye
Elwyn
roll.
scoffs and rolls his eyes as hard as you've ever seen. He makes an audible sound, so as to let everyone know how displeased he is. But Tenura looks at the 5 of you, and he says, "In that case, in our time of need, I will seek salvation."
Yeah, you know what it is, boy. You gotta get cake, jackets, or free taco, baby.
So, at this point, Tenura rises. So does the troop from Miniset, and they walk out the door to the Demons Inn Tavern, along with their soldiers. And the 5 of you are left with only your own convictions at this point.
Owen left.
A fireball.
The summit
way up.
is completed. Finally.
How many days do we
Stop
have to
resisting,
be
I'm saving
until
you.
until we get to the summit? How many days?
-1 now.
It seems like for months we were like, how many days do we have left? How much time do we have before the summit? How many days?
Stop it.
Time
Well,
passes
I'm aware.
weird in D&D.
I have an errand to run over here.
No.
No, I'm coming with you.
Yanks a pipe bomb and just yeets
Yeah.
at him.
Oh no, I was just gonna go kill that barkeep.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Oh shit! I
And-
was like, the one
Freaking
we're in,
John.
Can we
why?
change our group name to Salvation and
Ren.
Ren?
And ran.
And Ren.
Salvation and the guy that blew up the palace.
Do you actually?
Wait, no,
not that guy.
different palace.
Different palace.
So,
it was the same
a quick aside for anyone in chat that doesn't know, this whole campaign started from a town called Salvation.
Yeah.
That's located just to the north of Zheles. So
Now you get
I
it.
love that name. That's awesome. That's so
It's a little
great.
Cut.
incriminating, but
So if you want to understand, you got to go watch all our YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Do we have all of those? We don't have those on YouTube.
Yeah, we do. Alex did a recap.
Well, yeah. So
I thought
like,
you did a recap of the stream.
No,
did
he
you do a
did.
recap of the pre-stream stuff?
Yeah. Episode 0 is
Recap
that.
of the
Oh, okay.
post pre-stream.
Yeah.
pre-post, post-stream.
Pre-post-apocalyptic pre-stream. Yeah. Pastrami.
Pastrami! God, how did we get to pastrami from
God.
that?
Just a real quick leap.
Yeah.
As
Lots of fumbling on.
as the room clears out,
Touchdown.
the owner of the bar comes back down and resumes her duties as she
Oh yeah, we're in a
cleans up and is,
Jonathan's not here.
making sure her establishment is ready for any
Are they just gonna let us
patrons
go?
patrons that might walk
yeah, like
through
we
the
know
door.
we know how to get back
Can we
because we're
just leave?
blindfolded on our way out here.
Yeah.
They don't seem concerned about it.
I know where we are. We'll call on you when we need you. Till
How
then,
do you?
Right.
How do you know?
I have my
Harry.
little
that's
friend
right.
follow us, so I
Little
know exactly where we're at.
owl. I
His
almost
little
said squirrel.
he's around
Harold?
right now.
Harry?
Harry.
Harry, hers is Harold.
Hers is Sarah.
So
Totally
now that the
unintentional.
summit has ended, what would you all like to do?
I'd like to take an hour at some point. We don't have to do it right now, but I want to make Harry into a cat.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just chill out somewhere and let you do that. So we can
Do-
decompress.
Cool.
Yeah.
do we know about us not being welcome at the bar? You told all of us that you told the bartender.
I did tell
You
all
did
of
tell
you
all
that.
of us
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
Different bar.
No one else.
I know,
knows
not this
that
one.
bar.
No one else
other
knows
one.
the secondary thing. That
No one else
happens
knows
there.
that I'm a freaking werewolf.
We know that y'all just like freaking disappeared.
yeah.
Well, we went and saved
That's fair.
Cena and
But
Tully.
nobody knows that. He
Yeah, I
thinks
was
that
having
she's
a panic attack.
werewolf.
Ren, I need
And
help.
probably me too.
I need help setting up this ritual.
Okay.
Can you hold this?
What am I holding?
Come over here. I need help.
No, like I'm over there.
I'm just using
Yeah,
that as
I
an excuse to
figured.
talk to you.
Yeah, I got over there.
Should we talk about what happened at the bar?
But did you guys make out?
Understood.
How big is this bar,
I don't
by
say
the way?
anything
Like,
else.
how feasible is it that we don't hear what they're saying?
That helps even more that I think y'all made out than if we hear that.
It's not a large
I squeezed.
establishment. About average size
He
for a
easily
bar.
could've said
The
it.
room itself is about 20 by 40. Enough space for several tables and a large central bar that actually isn't just like one length. It's almost like a rectangle at the end of the room. Hanging from the top there, any manner or any number of like different horns and jaws, like jawbones from different monsters and creatures.
they got up there.
Not many legs.
Any of them backwards?
No.
Who would hang a leg on their
It was.
wall?
Spooky
It
bitches.
was, it was a grasp. I've fallen far from pastrami.
I've fallen far from pastrami. Somebody quote that. Oh God.
That's gonna be on your jacket now. We're making a hoodie
my
for.
first roll with my new dice, and it's a nat 20, but it doesn't matter for anything because I was just rolling.
Well,
And
Don't
now
you
the
feel
next
silly?
one.
as you all
Damn.
are sitting there, the owner of the tavern makes her way over to
Sorry, Bex.
makes her way
Oh,
over
don't
to
worry
the
about
five
it.
of you still seated at the table. Can I offer you anything to drink?
How much money do I have? Probably nothing.
Oh, I think I went outside.
Yeah, I really wouldn't be hanging around. I mean, if he's doing the ritual inside or outside
No.
or wherever,
I'm doing it outside.
Where
yeah, I'd be
are we?
outside.
You're on the eastern side of Kinmatoro, just outside the city. A small tavern is nestled up in the mountains.
I
think we're outside.
I don't
I
know.
think we
Yeah.
decided that we had left.
Okay,
Sorry.
that's fine. Doesn't bother me.
Thank you.
So we did not answer her.
That's fine.
No one's listening to
You
you.
hear her
man.
talking. You hear her talking
Watched her
to
speak
herself
and then
inside
just
of
turn
her.
around and left.
I'm not acknowledging you. Goodbye.
I've already pissed off enough barkeeps, so I'll piss you off too.
You hear her mutter under her breath, "Fucking adventurers."
They said I couldn't turn.
It's salvation.
We're salvation.
No.
No.
So now that you are standing outside of this establishment, you can see around you that the smoke from last night is still present. It makes the air around you a bit hazy. You can see streaks of light through branches where the trees shield the ground from the sun's rays.
Where are the 4 of them going?
I would say that they're mostly out of sight, but they're headed back to Kinmatoro.
Okay.
The 4 of who?
The other
Other
people we were
people.
meeting with.
Ellen, Tillian.
The important people.
Yeah. As soon as I asked the question,
Every
I
time
was
Alex
like,
says like princes and princesses like in the thing, I'm like, who the fuck are
Oh yeah, we just know them. They're just our friends. They're not really
bitches?
princes
Oh,
or
we're
princesses.
we're just
to
like
us.
casually
Trying
friends
to
with the princess.
Yeah, I know
No
the
big
princess or
deal.
two.
In my head canon, they're the mean one and the child.
Yes.
The mean one and the child.
the armless one and the child. That's my head.
Whenever he was describing the tiny hand, I was just imagining Cena had grown a second arm and it was a tiny little
Like Deadpool? Whatever.
But I didn't say it in the moment because I didn't want to derail it too hard. But
It's all good.
Do we have anything else we need to do here?
No, we just start walking.
Surely not.
We also have no money.
I think we've done everything that we possibly could do here.
We just leave. We just go.
Gave you guys a chance to tie me down.
No, you didn't. Let's
He
just
did.
go.
I did.
You did.
Yeah, you also said that somebody else.
You
would
also
possess
said
us.
that that was going to be the backup plan. And you,
Can we talk about this
yeah,
outside of
Yep.
City
the
limits.
city entirely?
I'm walking.
The jurisdiction of the police, yeah.
You are already
We're
like
walking.
mostly out of the city. There's not really any buildings around.
Yeah, but
This
we're-
is a
we're like-
pretty
Are we,
apt
like-
We're like
description.
north.
They all burned
Yeah,
down.
yeah. We have to go
Huh?
back through the city, right, to get down to
South?
go south, or
So
could we go around
I'm gonna pull up the map.
over the river and through the
Also-
woods?
Can we
Over
I want
the
a sending.
rubble and through the blood.
to Cena and say
Zealous.
like,
Oh,
Hang
look
on.
at you,
say
Alex.
like, we still getting that pardon? Can we expect safe travels through Imsford or whatever?
No.
Fucking
They
never.
left.
No, but I'm sending to Cena.
Oh,
ask
I
her
was
that.
like, yo, hey,
Hey.
This is a cool map.
what about our fucking deal?
Yeah, thank
Oh,
you.
I was just not even gonna address it.
we can
Fireball you guys if you don't fucking.
we can I as the DM, honestly, I forgot that you guys had asked for that paper. We can say that you guys got that.
A piece
We
of
got that paper.
Can we
Hey, put it in the bag of no, actually.
The bag of holding. Fuck that bag of holding.
Yeah, give it to me.
So looking
I'll get my stuff.
at
Some
the
climbing gear.
I don't know if anybody has the stream pulled up.
I do.
You guys. But looking at the map, you can see there's a few ways to move south towards Grixton.
Where is Grixton?
Way south.
To your mama house.
Way down there.
Yeah, because I just see Imsford on this, and then Wall of the. That's all you can see.
Give it a second. Give it a
Grixton
second.
Okay.
is
And
Yeah, Grixton is
It's down
further
to
like
left.
Jorica
I know, I'm-
Forest.
Waiting.
We're not going there.
I know. I want to
It's
go
right next to
there.
Nebraska.
Why is there pink? I want to go there.
Nabisco.
Oh my God, Grixton is so far.
it's the furthest south we've
Are
ever
you
been.
fucking serious? We're that close to my house?
yeah, there
Do you need to
is a
get a change
road
of clothes?
east that, leads you to
Yeah, you need to
Benara.
drop by your
I
house.
could
and
absolutely go get some new flip flops.
let the dog.
Are we
out.
taking a detour on
That's
our way
pretty
south?
far, actually.
Benara?
Banana?
We're right there.
over here, though.
Benara is the same
Well, yeah,
distance.
Grixton's like here.
I always thought it
Benara's-
was
We can
Banada.
see it.
It is.
Yeah, you're right.
Banana.
I had a D. I didn't realize
Oh.
you were saying it as
Benara.
Yeah.
It's like whenever you ask your parents, like, "Hey, can we go this way on the way?" And they're like, "No, it's not
That's
on the way."
not on the way. Yeah.
Third.
So, it's really up to you guys. You can take any direction you choose to get there. None of the details were really spelled out for you. Just that you needed to go to
the Grixton Republic.
Grixton
right?
Republic.
Wow. I want to go through that forest.
But I don't know.
The forest where the bracer was made.
Would we have heard of this
What?
forest?
Oh.
But
Yeah,
I
but
don't
I
know
don't
if
think
we
we
know
know
that
about that
that
forest.
exists.
You guys wouldn't.
I probably would. Because it's close to my home. It's not.
If you want, you can make a history check.
Let's do it. Let's see.
Both
what-
of us?
Um,
Or one of us with advantage because I'm helping her.
Maybe
I'll actually, I will let you both roll for it. But I'm gonna have you roll at
do you remember?
disadvantage.
Do you remember? Hey, do you remember? Hey.
Because it's because of
Do
the.
you remember?
So she's from an area that's fairly close to that forest,
Yeah.
and she's pretty well traveled. You are not. There are reasons you might know what
Super
that forest
educated.
is, but they're pretty
What about a
far-stretched.
17?
okay.
What about a 16?
Oh,
She knows you don't.
Yeah. I made
That place.
Taffy, you've heard tale of forest near the southern delta of the continent. This forest in particular is known for being very vibrant and magical.
When do we have
I-
to be
Sorry?
at Grigston? I'm asking you that question. Sorry.
I don't know if we have a timeline.
You aren't given one.
Do you want to go through the forest?
I absolutely do, but I don't know if I would know if it was known to be like a dangerous area.
It's a bit of both.
Kind of
Sort
like
of
that other
like
forest on the left side that they were like, don't go through the forest. You know what I mean?
Yeah, oh yeah, like in
with
Finding
your
Nemo,
role,
they
you
were like,
wouldn't
"Don't
quite
go
know exactly.
over, go through.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to go around it.
I
So-
forgot about
That's
that.
when Homeboy died.
Yeah. So, I didn't hear any of the answer that you gave.
With your knowledge of the forest, you know interesting things about it, but you don't necessarily know how that translates into, like, is it easily traveled? Is it dangerous to go through? You're not quite
Do
sure.
I know that that would be the shortest distance to get to the Grexton Republic?
Probably not.
I wouldn't know that, or it isn't.
You wouldn't know that.
Got it.
Both.
Sam, bruh, can you text us the map?
Yeah, I can do that now.
Yeah, I was gonna try to log into Discord.
Sorry.
To find it.
Let's see.
I
I'm gonna pull up
wasn't
the map for
expecting
chat too, in
Yeah, I
case
wasn't
they want to.
expecting it to have been that updated.
I did a lot of that
Bruh,
today.
Y'all are ridiculous in this message over here.
You don't actually know.
I'm sorry.
This is what happens whenever
I'm about
Alex
to
doesn't
message
text
it,
us
guys.
the map.
No, this isn't what happens when Alex doesn't text us the map.
Thanks a lot,
This is what
Alex.
happens when y'all are children.
This is when I'm in a really punny mood.
Okay.
You must not have had a really
Y'all
long
should have
day
it
at
now.
work today.
No, this is the middle of a sprint Wednesday, not
that
the end of a
makes
sprint
sense.
Wednesday.
Okay, so where are we currently? So in Matoro?
Yeah, Kinmatoro, you're just east of it.
Okay.
You're not quite to the
The
big
Fort
Tory
Road.
gate.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from where we are, though, we'd either have to go back through Kinmatoro and like around the water and down through Imesford and all of that,
I have water walk.
or we go through that forest. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You talking about the
Taffy's
crossbow
gonna
wood?
Taffy's gonna recommend.
No, she's talking about Joriku Forest.
So doesn't that run into a mountain?
Yes.
It does, but there is a pass through there.
Also, we could just go south
Into Darkwell?
and we can water walk across it like
Yes.
Yeah,
we did.
and
Water
isn't
walking
Darkwell
through
the
that
other
place.
place that has all the shit for you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I mean, I would recommend that we just go through the forest.
So we're gonna do the big long one and go to Banara and then cut hard left.
We're
through
gonna
the
go
forest.
straight into Zelos. Part of Zelos. Go
No,
meet
I
Valfar's
was-
relative.
I
My
was
only
thinking
worry
we'd
about
go
going to
down-
Banara
Dying.
is that there's a war going on.
They're dying.
There
We don't know how
places
long
we haven't
Banara's
been
gonna,
yet.
like-
Huh?
Up north. There's
Yeah.
more to the world.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
is.
Oh, there's so much
Yeah.
more.
Oh, there's a lot.
My only worry about going to Banara is that like there's a war
Ganondorf.
going on south,
Ganondorf?
and like if we take that much of a detour, and who knows what we run into, who
Yeah.
knows what we're gonna have to do.
No,
who
I think we
knows-
go through like Tongro.
Mhm.
Does that say that right?
I do
Yeah.
eventually want to go to Banara,
Tongro,
I think.
Yeah, me too.
I think not.
Sinisu Tower.
Sinisu
Nebraska.
Tower. Nebraska.
Nebraska. Oh my God! Of course
Yeah,
you
we go
find
through.
something to make
We
up.
go through all of that. How do you say it?
Nabekawa.
Nabekawa.
Nebraska.
Nabekawa.
You can call it Nebraska if you want. I don't care.
Okay, so that's the
Nabeka.
route that Taffy would recommend, being that
Nabeka.
she's smarter than Arsenaway.
Yeah.
Oh. Jeez,
Just
there's a
kidding.
lot of shade your
It's a
way.
little cocky over there. there. But okay.
Let's
I'm
do it.
57.
Yeah.
I've lived a long life.
And
Isn't this?
we're there.
And we did it. We nailed it. We were there. We
Yeah,
are.
Nebraska
yeah.
was
I mean, I say
boring.
we go that direction. I think that would be
Yeah.
We're
fun.
not in Kansas.
Okay.
We're in Grixton now.
Low-key, I'm kind of hoping that it's kind of like the Feywild.
Okay.
Loki.
Loki is on my sweater.
Yeah.
Loki, it might be. So,
Is that a
as
Yoda?
I don't know if you guys can see, but the road does kind of like shoot off to go into each of those other settlements.
Out of thin air when they found it.
Yeah, like how
As
far
if
is
by the
that
will
path?
of
Is it
the
like a day's
plains
worth of walking
themselves.
off, or is it just like
I know.
that'd be a good stopping point
Um,
on our journey?
So if you're trying to go like to Tongro, then go to Sanisu Tower, then go to Nabekawa.
Yeah.
Basically, it would take 2 days to get to Tongro, and then another day to get to Sanisu Tower, another day to get to Nabekawa.
And what if we didn't go to those towns and we just went straight to Nabikawa?
I mean, you'd be camping out on the road. You'd probably
We
save yourself a
need-
day of travel.
We need
Just a
to
day? Okay.
go to the towns to like rest and stuff.
I mean, we could camp out on the road. I was just wondering, like, if it was like a detour to go to those towns, or if it was like might as well because they're like close enough.
It is a bit of a detour. I mean, basically, you can see the path kind of offshoots from the main road.
Yeah, but you said we'd only save a day if we didn't go to them, so
Yeah.
might as well go to them.
Onward.
In my opinion,
Onward.
I got some
Okay.
things I got to do in those towns too. So
like really, or you just
No.
okay?
I don't trust
He just
you.
assumes he has someone to kill in every town.
He does.
That's a safe assumption.
assumption. Yeah. And they probably have some people who are rich, and I can steal from them.
I real small aside, but I feel like the broker is in a pyramid scheme because he
No.
used you to recruit another guy.
The broker is the top of the pyramid.
I didn't recruit that guy, though.
He hates
It's an MLM.
right? He used you to get another person to
To complete their deal.
Yeah.
complete their deal.
The broker is
So he's
the
just
top.
using those people to complete more deals. Like you're
Samuel
recruiting
isn't an
multiple
MLM.
people under you.
So the
Plot
thing
twist: the
I
broker
get-
is a stay-at-home
I get-
mom.
Here's the
Nothing
deal.
Nothing against stay-at-home moms
Here's the
at
deal.
all.
That's fucking funny.
I actually get the power from anybody whose deal I help complete a little bit. So what I do,
You want to be really serious right there? I'm listening.
He's gonna start trying to recruit us.
From, oh, sorry, no,
You
not
get
commission.
you get your monthly shipment
Call
of
it a tip.
powers. You know.
yeah, and
Oh, the
and then
tip.
you get 3 friends, those 3 friends get 3 friends, and you do that, and then you're good.
Everybody's here, all
Stop.
in one,
Stop.
under
This
one
is
roof.
Lululemon
As
all
it
over
were.
again.
We're all
Oh
gonna
my
join
God.
a cult by the end
It's
of this.
we're all
This fucking
we are
MLM.
all under the same.
Can you please
umbrella.
explain to me how that's not a pyramid scheme?
Trust.
Yeah. So
I
what
have
it
to
is-
make a call.
Clearly, it's a triangle, not a
it's upside
pyramid.
down. It's not a pyramid.
Well, yeah, because the broker's in hell.
Everybody kicks someone out.
It's
every week.
brokers in hell.
Yes, you get to fire 1 person.
That was a really swift point.
Oh my
It
God.
felt like you were about to punch me in the face. Yeah,
Sorry
and then
to
your
go
elbow
off on a
pops.
tangent, but I've been thinking about that for a very long time.
That's
now.
okay. That's okay.
I love that. I have like designs in my head of like a pyramid scheme thing in my head, and like ask me about my deity. Like,
Ask me how I
like-
got this eye.
Got one for yourself. All you have to do is basically die.
You also can't see out of it.
No, I can see out of it.
So
Couldn't.
Yeah, I can.
it's about noon at this point. What are you guys doing?
It's noon in here.
taking a nooner.
I mean, I literally have nothing else I want to do in the
Yeah.
town.
Yeah,
or
me
need to
either.
do.
We also have no money. We are
Well,
broke
we're
ass
not gonna
bitches.
find
11
it.
platinum.
Just
I
we
have
can take some
6,000
odd
gold.
jobs from the
Do you
towns
really?
that we stop in.
No, you.
No.
I was like, what?
I have like 29.
Hey, so I'm gonna suggest to Salvation here
Yeah.
that as we go to these little towns, we'll go by the wanted boards and see if we can pick
Absolutely.
up some jobs and make some money.
Also inform them that our pictures need to be taken down.
So for
we'll take the pictures down.
you want some good, like we want to spread some goodwill around. Essentially, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
to our own pockets
money.
and not to murder
For money.
people all the time.
Yeah.
Ren.
We're gonna do like
I
the
don't
reverse deals.
get a- I
that
don't
you
get
from the
fun.
broker.
So if we do
Like I don't like to go kill people. And I feel like that's been misunderstood here.
That is misunderstood because it definitely seems that way.
Okay, so when your deity tells you to do stuff,
Okay, first of all,
It's always
she
good
doesn't
stuff, so
tell
it's
people
hard to
Also,
find
to do
something
stuff.
she
Most
wouldn't wanna
people's
do.
deities wouldn't tell them to kill an emperor.
Well,
his did.
good news is
Yeah,
mine's not a
also-
deity.
Yeah, yours isn't a deity.
That's his point.
Yeah, yours is an evil bitch.
Sucks to suck, man. Let's go do some
But
good
like,
deeds.
you don't.
We're
work for
walking
him, so.
to Newtown.
Yeah, we're
Easy for you
we're
to
having this
say.
conversation on the road
Yeah.
with the fifth option.
Even for you to squeal.
Does anybody like stop us on the way out? Is anybody like, oh hey, by the way?
Bye.
There is
You have job for me for money?
there is no presence of guard or military on the road. There are a couple of like small structures that you'd imagine would house Sojit guard as they monitor who goes in and comes from Kinmatoro, but they're currently empty.
We did stop back by our hotel to get Claude.
Yeah, we did. We
Okay.
have Clot.
You have Clot. Clot never leaves your side, no matter what you do.
We were blindfolded to the bar. We're sitting there for a couple minutes, and there's just a bang on the door. Claude's there.
You forgot me again.
He's got clot armor, so he's fine.
Ah, that's really good.
Thank you.
I'm gonna have him butchered.
Wow.
I'm gonna make soup out of clot.
This isn't the soup season that I meant.
As the five of you make your way down the road, you do eventually reach a fork in it. One pathway leads
Is it
southeast, and another leads further north. From the north, you see a horse-drawn cart, not necessarily a carriage, and a single Sojit man who is steering the carriage.
Does he look like he needs help?
Does it
No,
look like he has
he looks
money?
bored.
Steal.
Hmm.
Actually, make an insight check for me.
How rich does he look?
About 13 rich.
That is a 21.
Sorry.
Okay.
Pretty random. You got a top hat?
He looks
No, 22.
he looks sad, actually.
Hmm.
Aw. Can I offer you an egg in this trying time?
Are you actually offering him something? I mean, you can if you want.
It was no. It was just a joke. Just being a frank.
Rin, make a perception check to see if you can tell how rich he is.
I cannot.
You notice that he's dressed in commoner's clothes, and whenever you glance at the back of his cart, you expect to find like goods for selling, but it appears to be belongings.
Oh, you moving out?
Yeah, I'll talk to him. Just ask him is he going the same way as us?
No, he's like traveling from the North Fork in the road, and he's about to pass you all.
Is he going
Headed-
back towards Soji?
He's going towards Kinmatoro.
I don't really know what to say to him.
Yeah, Cheryl has zero care about this guy.
I'll just wish him safe travels.
Yeah, he has more care than that about this guy.
Thank you. I appreciate the well wishes.
Well, now I want to know what's wrong with him because he sounds sad.
Yeah.
He is sad.
Yeah, he probably something was blown up
Hmm.
last night.
He
And the
lost
night
his
before.
home.
Somebody died or something. We heard.
He's coming from the north.
In York.
I'll ask him if there's anything that he needs help with.
He
It's like he's
That's
giving
such an
it
old
to
lady
me,
thing.
man.
No, he's like- he's
really like, oh,
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
honey, do you need
I'm
anything?
just gonna go down the road.
So he's coming from like Ashatari.
yeah.
Shattering?
He begins to kind of
You're-
slow his cart a bit. He looks at the five of you. Says, "No, thank you. I've almost made my journey."
Does he look dirty?
Your prestidigitation.
Don't
No.
go cleaning people without their consent.
Okay.
We talked about this. You're not a little
He's
kid anymore.
not-
It's just creepy now.
It's been 2 days.
Okay.
Where are you
That
coming
was a
from?
joke.
I know.
Ashatari,
What brings you here?
the city was evacuated.
Oh, is it because of the library thing?
It's probably like some fucking tower.
It's the library.
Why was
we warned
the
them. Yeah, we warned
Yeah.
them about
why
the
was the city
library.
evacuated?
We did do that.
As I understand,
We're the worst.
there was an imminent threat to the safety of the people there in Ashatari.
We did this.
We just uprooted these people's lives and we just peace out.
It sucks. Hope you find a home.
I'm going to stay with family in Kinmatoro. I will be fine, but
I hope one day you're able to move back.
I will miss the sea. I will miss the water.
Do you think you can move back one day? Or is it too hard of a journey to go?
I'm sure I can make it back. No problem. This will all blow over soon enough.
Should we go
All right, bye.
to Ashatari?
I say we. Because, we honestly, we don't know if it is going to be attacked or not. We think it is.
Don't we think it is?
Well,
Where
you know something else.
where are you headed?
We are
Hopefully
headed-
not
It's a good
north.
thing that he's
No,
Not currently.
They're not allowing people into the city at
I don't
present.
remember where we going.
Was there
Yeah, but where
just rumors of an attack, or was there actually an attack at Crixton?
No.
There were rumors that we could be targeted
We're going to
as
Tabasco.
the former
Tongro.
capital
Tongro.
of Sojit.
Tongro?
I don't believe there's any truth to it, but you can never be too careful.
I think we're headed to Kamikawa.
Nabegawa.
Nabekawa.
Nebraska.
Kamikawa.
Several days journey south of here. I've never been
Jude.
as far myself, but I imagine it to be a pleasant place. I've heard there are many tales of folklore that come from that place. Seems to be a village with a rich history.
Do you have a fun one off the top of your head right now? To make the journey slight?
Folk
I don't know.
tale. I have heard one told of a. I actually do have some in here. I need to look at them though. I have to look at them.
Someone being like, "You got a folk tale to tell me?"
A small
That's true. That's kind
No.
of shitty.
and 3 bears.
That's helpful because people evacuate for hurricanes all the time, and we're like, damn, that sucks.
I have heard tale of a child that was once from Nabekawa, who was adopted by an older couple after she was born from a watermelon, of all things.
A watermelon.
The tale has different versions, but as I understand it, she was eventually married to someone very important from a far-off place. There are
You're the watermelon baby.
less happy endings, but I'll
Ooh.
leave those for you to discover another time, for I don't want to dwell on anything too unhappy at the moment.
He's about to walk into a town.
That's weird.
Their emperor just got exploded.
Yeah, he didn't fucking know that.
Sleepy Hollow. Sounds like it.
Sleepy Hollow.
Hey, Jude, nice 8.
Everybody has sex with watermelons.
The fruit fuckers.
The watermelon.
Oh my god!
That should have been our name.
Okay, so really though, I did actually look up some like Japanese folk tales, and like this one's called like Melon Girl or something.
Yes.
Yeah, it's actually a
That's weird.
it is a thing.
Yeah, no, yeah. I
That's
had
a
I had a
website.
client I had a client in Chicago that told me a lot of like the folk tales he grew up as a child, and I was like, that's some interesting stuff.
Yeah, there's some other ones in here. Yeah, but don't look up Melon Girl.
Don't look so-
Okay.
And we're walking.
Skating right past that boy.
Don't demonetize us.
He bids you safe travels, and
We were never
this
monetized.
mystery man on his cart is on his way towards Kinmatoro. You're now still at the fork in the road. Where would you like to go?
South.
Taste it.
Okay.
The fork in the road.
Somebody was eating spaghetti.
You turn southward,
Always
and
goes back to spaghetti.
after only a couple more hours of travel, you see the sun's light begin to wane beyond the mountain tops that separate this part of the country from Imsford and the like. It's beginning to grow darker.
Do we would have figured this out before? Are we going to need to rest before we get, like, it's a 2-day travel to the first town?
To the first town in 2 days.
sleeps.
Yep.
2 sleeps. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll keep kind of, we'll go,
If you when you could if I could
if you when you could hit and when you could have when you could when you had when you could have,
okay we got it.
I guess we'll just stay on the road until it gets too dark, and then
We'll just die.
we'll just die.
You travel for another hour or so. In the sun.
I still have a level of exhaustion, I think. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you do.
I thought we rested.
Yeah, but
He had 2.
Oh, that's right.
He went to sleep and it still looks like shit.
Yeah, don't forget you're not playing your kobolds right now.
Yeah.
You don't want
No,
your
yeah,
characters
I'm looking
to
at
die.
it. Yeah.
The sun's light has vanished almost entirely, and the mountaintops that were once backlit by the amber sunset are now blending in with the dark sky.
Now seems like a good enough time to stop, don't you think?
Yeah.
You guys set up.
I hate fucking walking.
You go check up our cube.
Yes. Here's the cube.
You want to set up our cube?
Our cube?
That's what he actually. That's what.
Oh yeah, the
Cheryl
cube's
actually
huge,
feels
isn't
like.
it?
Yeah, it's like 100 feet
Cool.
Oh,
Are there any turtles we can steal from nearby?
on each side.
Make a perception check.
All right.
Up to 100 feet on each side.
Do you have dark vision? Yeah, you do.
Doesn't matter.
Universe said not today.
Not today, bitch. Well, if there were, I wouldn't see them. So, I rolled a 1.
Yeah.
You saw, yeah.
In case you didn't know.
You see an old turtle in lavish clothes walking by your campsite. He gives you the finger and then runs the rest of the way.
We don't exist.
Meet you here to win another set of dice, man.
Yeah. Well, would this be your second or third set?
As you all begin to bed down for the night, you
Take first one.
feel relieved, and you're not sure exactly why at first, but you soon realize that traveling this far from Kinmatoro, the air quality has noticeably increased. It's not that it was poor there
smoke.
from all
Said
the
there was an
smoke, but
explosion.
just a nice, refreshing breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
Hey, Propelled Gamers! Thanks you guys for hosting. Good to see y'all.
Wow.
Do I have to take? Can I take a watch with being exhausted, or would you say like I have to sleep through the night to get my exhaustion?
Go to
level back?
sleep.
You would need to sleep through the
Hey,
night.
Okay,
Sleep.
Cheryl's
You
not taking
got
a
this.
taking a
Good
taking a
night-night.
turn. Cheryl going to sleep.
You also can see in the dark.
I have my monocle.
You know what's crazy?
Is anyone staying up to watch?
I
She's
can
taking
are?
first
cast
watch.
private
First
sanctum.
watch.
It increases by 100 feet on each side per level. So now it's 200 feet on each side.
I'm so spread out.
Yeah.
Anybody who decided to travel through the night is just going
It's
to
just
be up
like
for
there's gonna be a
rude
part where
awakening.
Whoa!
Sound can't pass through.
But sound can pass into it though. Like you guys can hear things from outside.
Sound can't pass through the barrier at the edge of the warded area.
Oh.
So,
Okay, so no.
Both ways.
So we can't even hear them sneaking
So
up
there
on
could be
us.
crazy banshees outside
but
too. We're
sound
like,
can happen inside the barrier.
Yeah.
It's just you
Just can't
can't
cross the
pass.
barrier.
Yeah.
So we can't hear outside. They can't. And
You
they
cannot
can't hear
pass.
The
inside.
barrier of the warded area appears dark and foggy, preventing vision, including dark vision, through it.
Sick.
Sensors created by divination spells can't appear inside the protected area or pass through the barrier at its perimeter.
Yeet.
Creatures in the area can't be targeted by divination spells.
Okay.
Nothing can teleport in or out. Planar travel is blocked from the warded area.
Awesome. So roll me a perception check for me.
Perception.
You're like the smoke in
18,
Hunger Games.
Alex.
Okay.
Yeah.
As the night presses on, a few hours pass, and you actually see a horse-drawn carriage, larger than the one that you saw earlier, moving from the north down the road and in the same direction you all are traveling. It's dark, so it's a little bit hard to tell, but this does look to be a traveling merchant of sorts.
Ooh, so tempted to go and.
If I was a very rich man.
Does it look like they're gonna pass through like our area?
No, you guys are off the road, so.
Okay. Okay. I'll just let them pass them.
Okay. They continue southward, and you watch them move into the distance. A couple more hours pass, and
I'll wake up.
you feel yourself getting sleepy.
Sarnorin.
Sarnorin, I'll have you roll a perception check as you take up watch.
Thank you for taking up the next watch. I know you didn't volunteer, but
I'm not.
I'm going to sleep. No, back up. You don't need that much sleep. Wake your ass up.
You're arrested.
17.
Okay.
So I should have walked in, ran up, like, you're gonna arrest bitch, and be like, just kidding.
Might have got stabbed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Happy Simon.
Too soon.
Your watch goes by peacefully. Not a whole lot happens in the dead of night. Although occasionally, oh no, actually you wouldn't. Never mind, because of the barrier. Yeah, I forget about the barrier. Yeah. Okay.
Oh God.
So,
Ignore that.
yeah, day begins to break, and all of you awake, well rested, and Cheryl no longer has exhaustion.
Yeah.
You got big old crusties in your eyes.
I'm
You
going
got
to
sleep.
share some pocket bacon with everyone
Pocket
Okay.
bacon.
that
Fuck, where
I've
did you
had
get
for
you get
a
it?
while.
Oh God, that's
Cheryl's not eating that.
Why do you have pocket bacon?
It's like beef jerky now. Like it's just.
I don't think
it's
that's how
just
that works.
harder.
I'll take it. I'll eat it.
That is not how.
I mean, okay, I haven't had it for a while, but like it
I
was
think a
like.
day is enough.
We have a Fritz appearance,
Yeah,
everyone.
bacon.
Be pretty.
If
Okay,
you're
where else do you? We don't have Tupperware here. They didn't make
You
plastic
smoke
yet.
it, but
You
we didn't smoke it.
You make
so
it
it's not
specifically
Yeah.
for that.
Okay,
I'll
well,
eat it.
Yeah,
You
you
don't
and I
just
are having
make bacon
pocket
and then
bacon.
throw it
I'll
in
eat
your
it.
pocket.
Yeah.
Didn't you ever read Hatchet?
What is that?
Hatchet and Clank.
I'm gonna have both of you make a Constitution
Yeah, I knew
saving
that
throw.
was coming.
Oh man.
You're both at a level of exhaustion now. Oh God.
Bacon
I'm fine.
induced.
23.
10.
You're totally fine. You're used to your
Hi, Freddie.
month-old pocket bacon. But Taffy,
2 days old, guys.
your stomach feels unsettled a bit. You're able to carry on with most things, but I need you to roll me a d4.
Rude.
Yeah, I feel like
Anything poop
You
related.
pooped that many
Bacon
times right
bits
now.
dehydrated bacon.
I know, but like,
You-
yeah, like
They didn't just put it in their pocket
4.
off the table.
I've been hydrating it.
You have the poisoned condition for the next 4 hours.
Next time we make bacon, just
Put it in your
Arston away. This is the
Pocket
shittiest bacon I've
She's
ever
poisoned for 4
had.
hours.
I think it's fine.
You got food poisoning.
Basically.
I don't know. Try to prestidigitate your teeth or something. Maybe you got something stuck in your teeth.
Prestidigitate your stomach and then you explode.
Yeah, can I
We're
do
all
it?
good.
I prestidigitation my teeth.
Your mouth.
Yeah.
You're able to remove like the stale aftertaste, but your stomach is still unsettled.
pocket-
It's like
and the
whenever
pocket
people.
lint.
It's like whenever people take a
Pocket
leaf blower
lint.
and they put it on their face. It's like
and we're walking.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting on. As you continue your travel southward, about halfway through the day, another fork in the road greets you. More of an offshoot, really. The main road splits off into a smaller path that leads towards the mountain range that you're now so accustomed to following parallel to. And by your best estimation, it would lead you to Tongro.
Hello.
Okay.
That way.
We stop. We are stopping. Let's go.
Okay. You spend the remainder of your day moving towards the small village of Tongro.
No.
You haven't heard much about this place, but you know that it is a somewhat common stop for travelers. As you near the mountains, however, a cool fog greets you as you gain a bit of elevation. It doesn't take long, but as the day comes to a near close, you can see the outlines of small structures nestled within a mountain valley. There are tiered gardens and very well organized agriculture. The village is quaint, but also very quiet.
I mean, like, are there people, like, out and about, like, going home for the day or whatever?
Make a perception check.
Or is this town, like, abandoned?
Mr. and Mrs.
Nat
Farmer.
20!
Okay. Looking out through the fog, you're very accustomed to this because it hasn't been that long since you've been in Mistkeep. You're able to see that people are indeed wandering the streets. There are a couple of people that are finishing up their daily farm work in the gardens. And in particular, there is a small building tucked up and to the north that appears to be a bit larger than the others.
Do you think maybe that's kind of like the welcome center or the place where other people are allowed to sleep that don't
Or a
live
place
here?
we should keep running away from.
You mean an inn?
So everywhere.
Well, like another, like,
Explosive store.
well, like where, like, the mayor lives or something. You know what I mean?
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
With your natural 20, I'll say you do also see a building that's a bit smaller, but noticeably different architecture than the others. It certainly looks to be a place that is well respected by the community just by like how ornate the architecture is. It's very well decorated and has various charms hanging from the roofline, and from between the walls, the open door, you can see a glowing red kind of pulsing.
That's weird.
That's
That's
suspicious.
suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
I think maybe before we go poking in other people's lives, like we normally do first,
Yeah.
we should probably find a place to sleep.
Agreed.
Someone to steal from.
No?
No.
Agreed.
Jobs.
Oh, right.
Yes, jobs.
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 As
Just check the job listing. What is that?
Is that your
it's
back?
my
it's-
autobiography.
All in caps.
I never read it. I want to read it so bad.
As you all enter the village of Tongro, I think now would probably be a good time to take a short break and do our giveaway.
Yeah.
Short break, short break, short break.
Right before we all die.
It should be exclamation point salvation.
I agree. I was about to do the same thing. So, for anybody who has just joined our stream, we are giving away a pair of dice from our good friends over at Paladin
2d20.
220. Unfortunately, I
Paladin Role Playing.
think this one has to be U.S. only.
Yes, thank
Shipping
you.
prices have gone up. Sorry,
International.
friends.
Yeah, we can't afford it.
US only, baby.
So US only for the giveaway, but the dice are very pretty. And if you want your own set, they come from Paladin Role Playing. They actually sent us a few sets for free to give away on our stream.
We'll have a
So
couple
it was
giveaways
very
coming
nice
up.
of them. I want to make sure and give them a good shout out. So I'm going to go ahead and open the giveaway. And while it runs, I am going to play the promo for our new Chaos Roller in Discord.
Yeah, in Discord, friends.
Let's see. All right, so at this point, you guys can hit exclamation point salvation to enter the giveaway, and we will be right back.
Out of thin air when they found it,
So they can't hear us.
as if by the will of the plains themselves. A curious and mysterious bubble that has turned up time and time again throughout the ages. Some have studied it all their lives, hoping to unravel its uniquely fascinating magical properties. It appeared out of thin air when they found it, as if by the will of the plains themselves. A curious and mysterious bubble that has turned up time and time again throughout the ages. Some have studied it all their lives, hoping to unravel its uniquely fascinating magical properties. Many more have used its power for their own, though all falling victim to fate in the end. Now, it calls to you. By chance, by destiny, by desire, it matters not. It calls to you, and it calls to be cast from your palm, so that it might deliver unto you the unknown wonders held within. It appeared
Welcome back, everybody. We're going to give a little bit more time for anybody that wants to join the giveaway. Just a quick reminder, it's exclamation point salvation. We've got a few entries so far, but just want to make sure nobody misses out. If you do miss out, like I said, Paladin Roleplaying sent us a couple other sets. And so we'll be giving those away on some subsequent streams, thanks to them. Totally unprompted, just messaged me on Instagram. They're like, "Hey, you guys want some more dice?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay,
Please. Okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
yeah."
Sure,
People like
man.
shiny math rocks, and these sets come with 2d20s, so you can roll advantage or disadvantage right out of the box. You don't even need no other parts required.
Yeah.
Or re-roll it.
No additional assembly required.
I know. I told you that whenever.
Personally,
you took them out,
those are my-
Becca,
my
they
favorite
look so
ones.
Similar.
They do.
They do look super similar.
Whoa, that's cool.
So the critical role ones.
They're called purple worm.
Purple worm.
Worm.
Yeah,
Purple worm.
you guys haven't fought one of those yet, but it could happen. It can happen.
We don't have to do it, Alex.
Whenever
All right,
you
guys.
get these dice and you open the package, it sings to you.
We're gonna close the giveaway in
I wish I could make
5,
that happen.
4,
Enter-
One of those,
enter
Three,
like a card and
2, 1. The giveaway is closed.
Nobody wins.
Let's go ahead and see who wins.
Hey!
Hey, dude, awesome.
Dude. I'll bring it to my next nail
I'm so
appointment with
stoked.
Brooke.
That's great. For those of you who don't know, Jude played with us in a one-shot really recently that might
Yeah.
be turning into a two-shot. So maybe we'll get to
Might
see these
turn into a
dice
two-shot.
back on stream at that
Yeah.
point.
Get to use them.
We'll get them to you, Jude. They even come with this pretty little baggie.
baggie.
A little baggie.
You could put dice or drop.
Yeah, just careful what you put in there because someone might steal it from the other side.
Yeah.
I don't know what just look means.
You know.
So, getting back to you breaking stuff over there.
Oh, just knocking everything on the floor.
I was about to say, pass it to me.
Throw it straight up like you did with the dice last.
Look, I did my best.
So yeah, you did.
It wasn't good, but it was my best.
I was like 2 seconds away from putting my hand out to grab the dice and you just threw it. And I was like, that worked.
I thought that it was gonna go better than it did.
So, getting back to our group of adventurers, now aptly named Salvation,
The heroes of the story.
There's dog.
the heroes of the story.
Well,
To themselves.
some
You-
of us are heroes. Some of us.
We are the main
Ren.
characters.
Some of us.
You've arrived in the
Right,
sound
you're
of
doing
Tongro
so.
near dusk. What would you like to do?
I mean, is there an inn here?
It looks like the larger building you spotted would probably serve as an inn, a place of rest.
Are we gonna pass by the glowing red building on our way to the inn?
The glowing red building is actually like on the opposite side of town. It's a very small village. You can basically see end to end, even just walking into it.
Okay. I would still suggest that we go towards the inn.
Yes.
You don't want to figure out what that's about.
I was gonna like look at it while we walk by if we were walking by it, but I'm not gonna. I'll
We'll
poke
figure it
around
out
at the
later.
inn and ask at the inn. I'm assuming there'd probably be like a bar there or something that we can like.
I mean, if this town's so small, they probably know what's happening.
Yeah. Before we go poking around there.
Moving towards the larger building that's nestled up kind of by itself near the mountain's edge, you see a small sign posted out front. It's simple, not like decorated in a way that would attract business. It seems to be just like in... Well, just for the yeah, it seems to be just for the purposes of
inn.
It seems to be just for the purposes of letting people know this is a place to rest. And the inn's name is the Gray Gate.
Is the building gray?
The Great.
The Great Gate?
The building is not gray,
Gray Gate.
but the smoke from the mountains
Didn't
does
hear the
make
T
it
on
look
the
a bit
last
washed
word
out.
at first, so I thought he said something totally different.
You didn't.
Making it into the bottom floor of the building. You notice that it's not necessarily set up like many of the other taverns that you've stopped in before. As a matter of fact, there's no lobby seating. There's really just a front desk and a couple of doors that lead upwards.
Oh.
It's just a hostel. All right.
You need to get ready to
Here we
fight.
go. No. We'll walk up to the
Hostels in the
front
area.
desk and. Is there anybody
Hot
there,
hostels.
or do we just need to like?
Yeah,
wait,
there's-
like,
I
It's
ring
cool.
the bell.
He's got zoomies, so that's what
Uh,
that is.
as you ring the bell, a
Gong gong.
He's trying to get Lucy
tabaxi,
to play with him here.
gray fur with black stripes walks up. Hello, how may I help you?
Does he have green eyes?
No, Amber.
we are looking for.
His name is Amber. We got his
a
name
few
already.
rooms.
Amber eyes.
Do you have any rooms for this evening?
Of course, yes.
How much?
Oh, he's cursing us!
Get my hat back, Jordan.
They would be a single gold piece per night.
All right. How many rooms do we need? How many
How many rooms
beds
do we
are?
need?
How many
Two?
beds are in the rooms?
The rooms can sleep quite a few if you are looking to make your gold stretch further. But I would recommend for 5, 3 rooms.
Whoa.
How many beds are in a room then?
Single large bed.
Oh.
Snuggling tonight.
Snuggling.
Someone's not.
Yeah, Cheryl will offer to sleep on a bed,
you all-
like on the ground or something.
All right, I'll just in case I'll put up 3 gold.
Cheryl will take one of the gold back and be like, "I will sleep on the floor in somebody's room."
Got
She-
On the
it.
floor.
I can sleep alone.
She takes your gold
We're
pieces.
small. You can come sleep in our bed.
We have bed rolls. Like we sleep on the ground.
Cheryl is
not
big.
here. Yeah.
Cheryl is gigantuan.
Gigantuan.
I made that the-
She
yeah, that is-
hands you back 3 keys.
He gets all the benefits of being meeting.
I'll take one room
The
by
first
myself if
the
Cheryl
first
won't do
3 rooms that you see are yours.
Thank you.
I think we just have
Cheryl
two,
would
though,
not.
because
Cheryl.
says
Yeah, we only 2.
first, then.
Only 2.
Yeah, only
Only
2.
2.
Cheryl took one of the
Oh.
gold.
Yeah, Cheryl's like, I will sleep on the floor of somebody's room.
Oh, then she gives
So
you
we
two.
The
have
whole
two.
point of us coming to the town is to like make money and stuff. So like, well, it's not
Gotta
gold.
spend
I would
money
wait
to
for us
make money.
What?
What?
That's
She-
part of
Yeah,
the,
that's why you're not sleeping in a
part
room
of
by
the
yourself.
plan.
That's
You
the
have
real
to-
reason why
you
Cheryl
have
doesn't
to
want
spend
3
money
I'm aware.
in order to go up.
That's why I want 3 rooms.
I know.
She overhears a bit of your conversation.
How do we go up?
Can I ask
Spend
where it is
so-
that you've come from?
Everywhere.
From I'm from Benata.
Ah, I have never been.
It's pretty nice.
Oh my
Where did
God.
we just come from? What is the name of it? I can't think of it.
Soji.
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 Kinmatoro. We just came
Kinmatoro.
from
The country is
Kinmatoro.
Soji.
Yeah, the country's Soji. I mean, like.
We just came from Kinmatoro.
We just came from Kenmatoro. We're on the way down.
I see. I have heard a bit of news. I hope that it isn't true.
Depends on what you've heard.
I heard that the palace was attacked.
There is a bad stomach virus going around.
So now you're gonna lie.
Now you do
Yeah,
so.
now you lie.
Well,
Sorry.
unfortunately, what you heard is true.
I deal with trauma with humor.
I see.
It's attacked by a werewolf.
Well, then I'm sure you are tired of hearing about it. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to
Did I
make
see
your
the
stay any
red
easier.
building? Did I see the
Sorry?
red building? I'm talking to Alex.
I would have pointed it out.
Yeah, you would have seen it.
What's that red building?
A red building.
It's emanating a red glow.
Ah, I believe you saw the forge.
Oh.
We would have figured that out.
Fucking idiots.
I was thinking like aliens.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or
I-
demons or something.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking like a warm red glow. I was thinking like red.
Me too. I was like,
never mind then. We would have. If
Yeah, well,
Never mind, we're idiots. Thank you so much.
But there have been aliens at the forge.
have you all not traveled to Tongro before?
no, we haven't.
We've
Is
not.
there,
First time.
I might have guessed. Have any of you heard about what this place was?
Would we have?
no.
Because I knew.
Can we roll for
Yeah,
it?
would we?
Yeah.
I feel like you could make a history check on this. I think
I'm
you
from
would be the
across the
only-
ocean,
Yeah,
so would
you-
I know?
No. 21?
Yeah.
You know that this village is very close knit. Many of the people that are born here don't leave. Many of the people that come here don't stay.
Sounds like
The
a
village
French
was founded long ago and carried a tradition of
That's what it is.
warding off evil from the mountains. In a time when the Sojit Empire was not necessarily stable.
Like when the Sojit
So, like,
Empire was
from
like
the-
attacking, or like
From
when-
like the mountains, like past, like or like
The ones that
down
we
south
got.
of Kinmatoro, the ones that we like went through, or the
Yeah, there's
or
like
the Shipot's mountains. Ship.
Shawana.
God, Alex,
Oh, that looks like a
it's
V,
Really
sorry.
hard for us to pronounce. I'm sorry.
it's so you can't make fun of them.
Oh, is
Okay,
that why?
No.
I just, if we can't pronounce them, we're gonna find other words
Yeah.
to
No,
pronounce.
no, no, no,
them.
no. It's
Will's brain immediately went to Nebraska.
I didn't even try
I'm-
to say it right.
I'm really just trying to pull like
Yeah.
Japanese
I know, we're just-
inspiration.
Yeah, we just
Edo
picked on you.
names.
Since
or
we were
Edo
talking
names.
about things that their brains went to, the Sinusu Tower, every time I see it, I think sinusitis. Because I have chronic sinus infections, and that's the word that I see.
To answer your question, this was long ago, and the conflict itself wasn't against another country. It was against evil creatures that dwelled in the mountains.
Did we just confirm it was the Shipotsu Mountains?
Yeah.
Okay.
One
I
last thing.
say that back to her.
You seem to be well traveled.
Yeah, I read a lot.
What your friend says is true. We've been here for a long time. I've been here all my life.
So it'd be safe to assume that there's not a lot of jobs in the town that we could do or help people with.
Make a persuasion check.
I have a quick question while that's happening.
Rolling that 20
This
to
is
see shit.
Like a me question.
Uh-huh.
The Shipotsu Mountains, are those the same ones that border Kinmatoro and Tongro?
Yeah.
So that whole thing is all those same mountains?
Yeah.
14.
She does like hesitate for a moment. I worry I would burden you with the issues of this place, a place to which you have no real connection.
Well, As we are travelers, we have no steady income, so we're happy to help for
Well,
the price.
being that we come from a town of warriors, our forge master is known for producing very unique blades. It's a job title that's been handed down for decades, centuries even. But our new forge master is young and inexperienced and has only taken up the mantle after the disappearance of his former master. This happened several weeks ago, and we feared the worst. I would imagine that were you to return him to us, or at least find out what's happened, you would be rewarded in no small part by the people of this village and possibly by the forge master himself, should he still breathe.
Would
Where was he seen last? Like, did he just
we
disappear
speak
in
to
the
you
night,
about
or
that, or the forge person?
I would speak to the new forge master, the forge master's apprentice.
Okay.
So they're doing things to
You can find him in the glowing red building.
I mean, did he? Do you know if he went off on some mission to go and get some more supplies?
It is not uncommon for a forge master to leave the forge to test his newly honed piece of steel. It has been many years since battles have been fought, but the mountains are not necessarily a safe place to be.
Would it be an imposition to call upon them this evening, or would that be more of a morning tea time?
I think perhaps this is best kept until morning.
Thank you. That is helpful.
Thank you. As I say, I hope I have not burdened you with the struggles of this place.
I think all areas have struggles, so
About that all
we're okay with.
We do tend to be pretty self-sufficient, but I understand your meaning.
Yeah.
we do a good job of taking care of the burdens of places we go. So
Make a deception check.
I mean, he would know. The last place we had didn't go well, but we do a good job.
I mean, listen, Cheryl and Taffy saved some people from the fire.
Would you rather it be persuasion then?
I mean, it's a 16 either way.
Okay.
I rolled a 7, so
She seems calm and like put at ease a bit.
Thank you again for the keys. Oh, sorry. I will stop saying one last thing because I don't know if it will be one last thing. Where should we get food in the morning? Need some more pocket bacon.
This time you have to smoke it.
There's a McDonald's up the road.
It doesn't look like much, but I do have a small kitchen here. If you have traveled with any supplies, you are welcome to use it.
Can you recook this bacon?
Cannot cook hot.
you have a microwave for her pocket bacon.
We do not get very many shipments of supplies here in the mountains. As I said, we tend to be pretty self-sufficient. We grow most of our own food.
Don't want me to make like a banana breakfast if we
Yes.
can go to the grocery
Full of
store.
hair.
Yes, we do.
It's a lot of rice.
It's just rice. rice and
Prepare you all.
rice and yum sauce.
It's a rice and bread.
rice and pocket bacon.
Soaked in ghee.
Oh, God.
Lots of soy sauce too.
No.
So, I imagine you all are staying the night.
Yup.
Um,
Guys and girls, I guess, like we usually do it.
okay.
We invited you
What
to
am I
come
doing?
and spend the night in our bed if
Cheryl
you
doesn't
Play a
want.
babysitter.
Cheryl doesn't want him to be alone. That's why
Are
he
you gonna
didn't want.
take
That's cool. I'm
watch
just
over?
making
Cheryl
sure
doesn't
that-
trust me,
Basically.
No.
which
Yeah.
I find offensive.
Prometheus
Well, you should-
OG says
Cheryl
you
doesn't
should
trust
seduce the
Sam
Forge Master's
as a
daughter.
person.
Oh God! Don't give him any ideas.
It's more just that after how the last instructions from your deity went, Cheryl's unsure if you'd be willing to share next time he talks to you again, so he just wants to make sure.
You asked to know.
I know, I did ask to know. No.
You were given the option to not know.
Cheryl wanted to know.
Indeed,
he
you were.
still wants to know. But he's worried that now you're like, well, that went really bad. So I just won't tell them next time.
I think it went great. We only killed
but Cheryl doesn't know that.
We only killed like 6 innocent people.
If you have to say we only killed, that's too
Water,
many.
like, are we near water? I mean, I think that we should be in some kind of capacity.
There's a well.
Because it's an agriculture area they're growing.
Is there water?
I gotta know. I'm
Do
playing
these people
breakfast.
have water?
Remember, we can't live without water.
I'm
Is it here?
I'm playing breakfast right now.
Is there water on this planet?
Trying to play breakfast, guys.
Running water.
Water.
Yes, there's a well. Yeah.
Why is that upsetting me?
I mean, you could try.
Goat fishing?
I wanted to go fishing, not goat
Oh, you
fishing.
want to play goat fish?
I wanted to goat
Have your
fishing.
nose. Get out. Sorry,
So,
for you.
Someone else already has his eye.
Nebraska's a beef town, you know.
As you all prepare to bed down,
Farmland.
each room is does have a window that you can look out, and you can see pretty well again the layout of the small village. You do see a well. You see the gardens. You don't necessarily see a body of water where you could fish.
I'm gonna go ask that person and bother them again.
One more thing.
They're just gonna tell you the same
A
thing.
few more things. I got
How-
a lot of questions.
Y'all eat fish.
Affluent does the area we are in look?
Affluent,
Rich.
rich,
I was about to ask what that word meant too.
rich in
Money.
tradition. They're not poor by any means.
Upper middle class.
It's like a
I mean,
folksy
think
town.
about like an old English kind of
Yeah.
town, like old European. So it's like passed down things.
New girl. Sorry.
Yeah, the things that they have here are nice, but they're very old.
It is quaint.
The community,
what I
like,
mean?
I would feel like helps everyone, so no one really needs to spend a lot of money.
Exactly.
Desired aesthetic of
So is
living
this?
in a
So
cottage
that
world
being
and
said,
fully
since their claim to
self-sustaining.
fame is so old, are they like
Cottage
known
core.
as a tourist
Yeah.
town now? Are they like a historical museum site type of place? Or
With
there
your
like a
history
shadows
check, you would
building?
know that they're known throughout Sojit for what they do, and that they do occasionally get a visit from adventurers or travelers that are seeking to commission a blade be made, but it's not necessarily like a tourist attraction. It's a bit out of the way.
Are there morning markets anywhere?
Bro,
Not here.
Is there a farmer's market in this
This is
town?
not.
I don't think this is a city for you to make breakfast.
It's not a big town.
She said they don't get a lot of shipments. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of markets for you to
Yeah,
ship
but
at.
not like it can be a self-sustaining thing too. I mean, like somebody else, if they run out of sugar, where they get the sugar from?
I think
Sugar
they
factory.
just know who makes the sugar. I
They
don't think
just
there's
make
anybody
it.
who like has a sugar stand.
Gotcha.
They
Shit, I gotta go everybody's house.
I'll go with you.
It's just like
Just want to see what's in there. I haven't stolen anything.
it's just like Mamu Mardi Gras. You gotta go to everybody's house. You gotta get the chicken from her. You gotta get the sauce. From
You're
her.
leaving someone's house. You're
Mamu.
like, I also noticed you might be in
Mamu
need
Mardi Gras.
of a gravy boat, and I just happen to have one here. And they're like, no, that actually looks just like my gravy boat.
Does it? It doesn't look just like your
That's
It's crazy.
crazy.
Wild.
Wild. Must be a
Even
set.
has my initials on the bottom.
Wilder.
Wow.
That's my mom's initials. That's crazy.
so wild.
My mom also chipped it in that exact spot. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
So crazy.
We'll go to sleep.
Taffy, I need you to make a religion check.
Bracelet's gonna
If it's
come
below 10, you die.
alive, and
Well,
he's
'cause one of
gonna
the
tell
stones
me
is
to kill some
cracked.
people.
Yeah, one of the stones is cracked on
Yeah,
the
you're
bracelet.
next.
19.
Okay. Would you like them to stay in the room for this?
No. Get out! I'm gonna read your Get out of here!
What the heck? Wow, the betrayal!
The gate's down on this
I
side.
can't believe that you would kick us
any
out.
dairy
That's
products.
so-
in this
Got
house.
it. The gate is down on this side.
Too late.
Step on my foot.
Bye.
Bye!
All right, we're going home. See you guys.
No! Oh my
Thanks.
god! I was not expecting this.
I know. So, as you find your mind drifting off to sleep, you feel that it might be drifting just a bit too far. And your dreams take you to an all too familiar place. A dark, desolate bog surrounds you, and you hear a very hushed voice in your mind. Taffy, why have you been ignoring me? I suppose I have your attention now.
Can I respond? I'm in my dream, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to say. I'll just say, what do you want?
I want what I've always wanted. I want to know who stole from me.
I told you that I don't know.
Then why hide from me? Why is it that only now I am able to see you?
Bad luck.
I feel a presence of the Fae. I feel it weakening. And I feel that I am being lied to. I do not like that feeling, Tavabi.
Oh, you used my full name.
You did hear it before you got to Moonbright.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how to respond. I wasn't prepared. I don't know what else you want from me. I've done everything I can for you.
Tell me what I missed. What was I unable to see?
Can I try to wake myself up out of my dream?
Make a con save.
Is it 10?
Okay.
Oh no. How did I get this thing again?
You got it basically forcefully after you guys dealt with the Reeve
That's right.
and Irrigan.
That's right. Okay. So I failed my con save.
Yep. Hey, Jav Hunter. Everyone's in the dark because we're doing a solo thing with just Tafabi here. Do not run from me, Tafabi. My reach extends far further than you can possibly know. If you will not tell me what I want to know, I will continue to bide my time. Because, Tafabi, I have a lot of it. And you may not have much at all. And As you feel a chill run up your spine, the ground falls away and you are sent plummeting into the darkness. You shoot awake in your bed, bathed in sweat. You're back in Tongro, in your room.
I want to immediately try to take this thing off of my arm.
Make a strength check for me.
I didn't want them to come back yet.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine. That's
I figured we were close and I didn't want to have too much
Yeah,
downtime.
It's fine. 3. Can I try to like counterspell it? No, interrupt the creature. Okay.
You can make an Arcana check with disadvantage.
Both of those are 5s. 7.
Okay. As you frantically try and pull the thing off, you feel it almost so tight around your wrist that you feel like you haven't felt anything touch that skin in a long time. It almost feels like it's a part of you. It's been such a long time. And as you try and use your magic to loosen whatever hold it has on you, you notice the cracked green gemstone that was embedded in it, and the 2 others that continue to shine with a somewhat vibrant energy.
Can I try to so the gemstones are the Fey ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of them is cracked.
Correct.
Can I try to fix it somehow? Like, I don't know what I can cast into it. Can I try to...
As best you understand it, these stones are beyond your level of magic.
Okay.
They were even beyond that of the Elder and Moonbright. Though they were not fully understood, he knew that they had some good property, and so he was able to embed them.
So did the, they said that the Forge Master has not been there? Like
The Forge Master is gone, but his apprentice has basically taken over.
And is it the middle of the night?
Yes.
Can I see it, the forge, from where I'm at?
You can look out the window.
Yeah, can I see it?
Make a perception check.
14?
Okay. With your 14, you can see the building that you now know is the forge. There is no glowing light coming from it any longer. It looks like whoever was up late crafting has gone to bed.
I want to go to the forge.
Now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Make a stealth check. We'll do it against Arsenaway's passive perception.
16?
Okay. You're able to sneak out of bed without her noticing. You make your way to the door, carefully open it, close it, and lock it back
I am
silently.
not stealthing out of the building or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just running to the forge.
Okay. As you run down the hallway, you round the corner. You do glance over to see if anybody is still behind the counter, but it looks like even the tabaxi woman has gone to bed. You run out the front door, and you're greeted by this same sort of rolling fog that descends from the mountains. It makes you feel eerily similar to the bog where you were before.
Yeah, I'm hella anxious.
Okay.
So I want to try to run straight to the forge and bang on the door.
Okay. Make a strength check. I want to see how, or athletics. I want to see how loudly you're banging.
13.
Okay. As you wail on the door frantically, You pause for a moment to see if anybody is stirring, if anybody's heard you. You do hear the sound of footsteps, and as you turn around, you see a couple other buildings in the village have just turned lights on, or, well, lit candles.
Is anybody in the forge moving?
Just as you notice the candlelight behind you, the doors in front of you open.
I push my way in and close the doors behind me.
Whoa, little one.
Help me. I need to take this off. Help me. Break my arm. Take it off.
I don't know that I can. What seems to be the
Take it
problem? Why
off.
are you so worried?
I don't have time. Just take it off.
I'll do my best. How did you get it on there? And as you have a moment, I thought you were, but we're doing some other stuff, so
Yeah.
you're
Go away
good.
again?
Yeah.
Just a second. Sorry. Bye.
Now that you have a second to look at him, he's analyzing the bracer very closely. You get to see his finer facial features in the candlelight. He's a young Sojit man with basically like half a full head of hair, and the other side is completely shaved.
Sick.
One of his eyes, his left eye, has very elongated eyeliner, basically to a point, and the other one is completely bare. So it's almost like balancing
Yeah.
his features out. He's got a very long goatee and 2 whiskers of a mustache. He's a very interesting looking individual. And as he eyes the bracer, this is excellent craftsmanship.
Yes, I hate it. Take it off, please. And
hate
it
to-
needs to be destroyed. Is there any way we can save these, though? I point to the gems.
Let's take this one step at a time. He grabs his mallet, a pair of tongs, and begins to try and like pry it away from your skin a bit, but it's so tight on there that it's not got any give. I'm not entirely sure that I can get this off without hurting you.
Hurt me.
Okay. He brings you over to his anvil, places the bracer on top of it, and begins to swirl and mutter an incantation. As he very cautiously places his hands onto the bracer and then pulls them back, you feel the bracer begin to heat with an intense
I figured
energy.
it's heat metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to actually look that up because I
think
need
it's
to know.
I'll look it up real quick.
Okay.
Uh, 2d8 fire damage.
Okay.
Do I need to roll that?
Yes, you do.
8.
Okay. As the pain begins to sear into your arm, you see like smoke beginning to pour out, and you see him wince for you. You're accustomed to pain, but seeing him, you feel as though maybe he isn't. He begins to hit the back of a shaping tool with his working hammer, and he's driving it harder and harder with every hit, but it's not budging. He begins to really wail on it with all his might. Roll 2 more 2d8. Or 2 more d8.
6.
Okay. He gives it one last pounding. This time, instead of trying to go along your arm, he's going straight into it from over the top. And as his mallet hits the back, it makes a very loud pinging sound. It reverberates through the entire Forge Master shop. It almost has like a magical ring to it. And the burning stops. Looking down at his hands, they're shaking a bit, and the working tool that he just hammered is actually bent. The bracer is still on your arm. And he looks to you, he says, I don't know what sort of heat that was formed under, but it's not going to come off.
I understand.
Not by my hand.
I understand. Thank you for trying.
Is there something else I can help you with? Why are you so distressed? I do not know you. Are you from this town?
I'm just a traveler passing through. This bracer was put on me unwillingly by something much bigger than the two of us.
I see. He looks a bit unsettled by that.
Yeah.
I wish I could offer you more aid. I am only newly appointed the Forge Master of Tongro.
I appreciate everything you've done. I'll give him like 15 gold for trying to help.
Please, that's not necessary.
Okay.
After all, I was unable to do the job, and are you sure there's nothing else I could do for you?
Not unless you know someone who can remove this. Maybe someone who's good with curses or...
You see him swallow and look back a bit. Make a persuasion check.
That's good. Plus 11.
In persuasion?
Rolled a 19.
Good God. So 30.
31. 30. Sorry, 30. They can come back now if you want. I don't really care.
Okay. You want to text him? You want to tell him?
Yeah.
What's up, chat? You guys get to see all the stuff that even our own cast members don't get to see. Crazy. Yeah, Chaff Hunter. Sorry you missed it. We usually do it about halfway through, but we do have a couple other dice sets that we're giving away
Ooh, it's cold.
on a couple of subsequent.
Not US, though.
We did have to change it to US only.
Yeah, shipping prices went up on
Shipping
us.
prices are insane. We are still going to ship you your mini though, so don't worry about that. He looks like he feels a bit guilty. He knows that he hurt you.
I want to like assure him, don't worry. It's not anything that you did. This is bigger than the both of us. I've never tried damaging it, and I wasn't sure. Please don't speak of this to too many people.
That should be an easy promise to keep. As far as those who might be good with curses, you may be interested in speaking to my master, should he still be alive.
Y'all can come in.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, are we actually supposed to be back
Yeah.
now? Just look.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you know of this place, but people come here to die.
Ah, that hurt.
What did you hit?
Like dog.
Your mom.
Maureen likes to put it in the center of the floor.
I don't do that.
It must be
moves
Fritz,
it
yeah.
around.
Having a good session without distractions.
He says, I don't know how much you know about this place, about this forge, but
Whoa, what the hell? Where are you?
we are a people that pride ourselves in the the ability to fend off evil.
Well, Snoop
Yeah,
Dogg
hit us
over
back
here.
before
And-
we're actually here.
Those who can forge blades to ward off evil have called this town home for a long time. The secrets have been passed down from generation to generation,
I guess I could have told y'all to wait a second. I thought he was almost
but I
done.
worry
fine.
that I may never know the full extent of those secrets. My master has gone missing, and no one has seen him for several weeks.
Well, I hope for our sake that you do get to learn them.
Me as well.
And I'll leave.
Oh, leave.
Be careful, and do come back if you need anything else,
I
if you're
will.
worried about anything. The door closes behind you. You see a couple of figures in windows watch as you make your way back to the inn.
I'm gonna put my cloak over my head as I walk back.
Okay.
In your defense,
Um,
Morgan, had we read the message as late as we did the first one, we would be back right about now.
We'll say that you
This
get
is
back
true.
to bed, no problem.
It's kind of what I was thinking too.
Well, I had my phone open this
Yeah,
time.
Sam was ready.
It is now morning.
Did I get a rest?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say that you were able to rest.
After?
Yeah.
Got it.
There is still pain there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there like a scar?
If there is, you wouldn't be able to see it. As morning comes, a sort of glowing light emanates through the window. It's not quite as harsh as you're used to.
Is anybody awake yet?
Everybody's waking up, yeah.
I'm gonna go
Making breakfast.
talk to Ren
Okay.
by ourselves.
So
Okay.
you're gonna come and get him out of our room.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull you, like, in the hallway or something. And I'm just gonna hold up my arm. I'm gonna say, get it off.
Ooh.
What do I see?
You see a very beautifully crafted bracer with
He's the sketchiest.
several
of all of
gems
us.
embedded in it, but most notably 3 green gems, 2 of them
I
glowing
almost-
with a
I'm
very
ready to cut
vibrant
the
color,
arm.
and one of them cracked and darkened, almost
This
like
is
it
the
was
same thing
burned.
she's been wearing, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing has changed.
You might need surgery.
You want me to pull the bracer off?
Can you break a curse or talk to your deity? Do something?
I don't think it works that way.
What do we have you here for?
This guy.
What do you...
What?
Why is this coming...
He's back.
Who's back?
You don't know this. It's me.
Does that... would I recognize that name?
Make a
I
religion
thought
check.
you knew this.
Did I know this?
I feel like you did.
I think you may have mentioned it in passing.
I think it came up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
fair.
because
We
you,
need.
well,
I know,
because
but I
he
don't-
was
I don't
with
hear
us
this.
whenever we were with your family.
Yeah.
But I'll have you roll a religion check anyway, because I want to see how much you know about. Oh my God! Put that dice in jail.
And we're shifting our dice. You can just sit up there right now. Watch all your friends
Sit
have
time
fun.
out.
You've only ever heard the name Mammon mentioned
from here?
Yeah.
Mamon.
Come on. How?
I don't know.
I thought you'd gotten rid of that.
Apparently, when this broke, that was all it took. Point to the cracked gem.
I figured. Let me see it. I'm gonna look it over, see if there's anything I can.
Make an investigation check.
There's a little button on the side that loosens it.
Yeah.
It's tied.
25.
Just in the single knot on the other side.
While you're holding it, just falls off in your hand.
Magical knot.
You notice that
Disintegrates in water.
the gem
Takes
that's
bath.
broken, again is burned almost. It looks charred, but whenever you look at it closer, there does appear to be a bit of magic almost swirling off of it, but it's not the same as the other two. Because of your high roll, I will allow you to make a subsequent Arcana check to see something.
Also, Alex asked me to make a perception check, and I have a plus 11 now. Perception, I rolled a 30.
Jesus.
In addition to
She's at feet.
very
She's at
faint
cold feet.
burn marks that you can see on the edges of where the bracer is attached to her skin, you also are able to discern that this gem didn't break because it was hit too hard or because of an accident. A magical force broke this gem and is now keeping it from exuding the good energy that comes from the other two. You know that something like this couldn't happen without a choice having been made. Something Taffy did likely allowed that to happen.
Yeah, like when Taffy called for help.
Not necessarily.
Kind of.
Well, what else did I do?
That's
we'll have to go back and
the
look because
mystery.
when was it that it got cracked recently? It was when we were doing something
It was
and
the last episode we noticed.
It was when the thing got exploded and we were in the.
I
Was it
called
before
for help.
or after we were?
I mean, I know why.
We
It's-
were.
It
we
was
were in the
after,
fire.
and
Yeah.
I called for help. That's why.
Does the color match my shit, or
No, it doesn't.
okay?
It is distinctly different.
Yeah, okay.
At this point in time, are we like making our way out into the hall? Or I don't know where you guys are. You just go out into the
Yeah,
hall
I
and
guess
talk.
we're in the hall.
cooking rice and lentils right now.
Go for it.
Yeah, you're not really aware of any of this. You were out before any of them.
I snuck out and you didn't even see me.
I
I was
think
asleep.
this
For clay and fish. In the
from
well.
from my experience with magical artifacts, I think I don't know. This wasn't an outside force that broke this.
Yeah.
This is you woke up with this bracer on, right? Whoever gave you that, whatever deal you made then, you seem to have re-triggered, maybe.
That makes sense. I don't think anyone else would know that I actually did that, so.
Yeah, I mean, you did it like in your brain.
Yeah.
You didn't do it like
Yeah.
out loud, so I wouldn't have heard you.
Yeah, I mean, I figure I would kind of get the telltale signs of
Yeah.
some sort of something being made.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how I can get rid of it?
Again, are we in the hallway at this point?
I would say that if you are, you probably would make yourself known, and considering it's a private conversation,
Yeah, I don't know if you guys would stop or not.
I'm sure they would.
We can discuss what we're gonna do in town today.
Sounds great.
And
I mean,
then-
I could continue talking about it in
and
Thieves
then
Camp.
in Thieves Camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can continue our conversation. So yeah, we're just having a normal conversation about the plans for the rest of the day.
to go talk
Gotcha.
to the... Find out what happened to the guy.
Yeah. I'll say in Thieves Camp that I went to the... I'll tell him I went to the Forge Master last night, but it was only his apprentice. And he tried to burn it off, and it still... But he said that his master might know more about how...
It was your dad. It was her uncle or her dad who fixed it the first
Just
time.
an elder.
Grandfather
It was
or elder.
yeah, it was the
Elder.
elder. And he didn't necessarily fix it. I mean,
Yeah.
I would equate what he did to like putting a band-aid on it.
Yeah. And then I stupidly called out.
Rip
for help
that
because I-
Band-Aid off.
Well, I was trying to save us in this fucking building that you blew up.
I
We're trying to save our
technically-
pardons from the building. That you Cheryl wouldn't see it that way. Cheryl would be like, I was trying to save the children, but...
But I don't mean to pry. Do you remember the deal you made? Do you remember the deal you originally made?
I don't.
The deal was one-sided, and
Yeah,
you
that's what I
didn't necessarily agree to it, but you didn't disagree.
He wanted you to find what was
He wanted
taken.
you to find out, like, who took.
I didn't have a chance to disagree.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I mean, devils be that way.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, they're lawful evil, but
I'll tell Ren that then. That he wants to find out. Well, I'll just say that all of the holes that keep appearing, and it has taken away some of Mammon's.
Yeah, it seems a lot of people want to figure out what the hell's going on
Yeah.
with that. Well, unfortunately, the only power that I have access to would make the situation worse for you, I feel.
All right. Well,
You know, if you want to split your time, but I don't think that you do,
well,
and I don't recommend it.
we tried. And then we'll continue on downstairs. It is so cold in this room.
I feel okay.
Jesus Christ. I'm freezing. I almost wore a sweatshirt. And I was like, I'm always cold. And I was like, no, it's hot right now. I'm cold.
You should go get a sweater.
I will
So-
in a second when we finish.
With that, all of you find yourselves downstairs. Arsenaway is cooking in the little kitchen. I'm gonna have you. Geez, what would be a good check to make for this? Maybe
Performance.
I should
Performance.
also tell you my idea, maybe, and
Okay.
then you can. So, first of all, I would 100% spend money and going and taking time. So, like, I'm down for like I didn't rest at all. So either there was nobody in town that like has fish, right? If they don't, I'm walking my ass to go find some body of water. Yes, I'm gonna go fishing. I'm super dexterous. I'm super patient. I can run up waterfalls. I'm finding some freaking fish. So I will have done that. That's
Okay.
that's my plan. So either I'm totally cool with like a point of exhaustion if you want to say that too, 'cause I'm just so
Gotta have
excited.
these fucking fish, dog.
Gotta have this fish. Yes.
I'm not gonna say point of exhaustion.
We've
You're
had
good.
exhaustion once, and now we're like, that's no big deal.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal.
What happened here today? Because
Yeah, I
We're
can
just
tell. I
traveling
can tell you
today.
guys missed the kobold one shot.
Stayed at all night fishing.
We're fine. So either that, and then what I'm gonna do is like compact the fish in like clay and like put like water of it and make like a case around them. And essentially I'm going to. What are you doing?
No, we got it. You're on my
That so like that's like what I'm doing as far as like going like cooking it. I'm gonna put that
Okay.
onto some sort of like heat surface, whether it be a grill or like open flame or whatever, or like in the coil and steam them. I've done that before.
Okay.
It is a thing, and it's a well-known cooking thing. Anyway, that's what I'm doing, and then I have like a big bag of like lentils and rice and stuff
Okay.
for like other protein, and then some like spices from home. So that is my plan for our breakfast.
Okay. Make a performance check with advantage. It's definitely a lot of thought has gone into this.
While she's cooking, I'd like to do something. while we wait till she does her
ever
Okay.
eat.
Woo! Okay, 9 natty 20 and a 14. So
Okay.
I'll take the non-natural 20.
The dish comes out beautifully. And because of the spices that you've used, the aroma that wafts off of it is something that definitely reminds you of home, although the dish isn't something necessarily native to your home. Cool. As the other four of you make your
It's a
way
little, like,
down,
curd.
you
That's
do
what
catch
it smells
a
like.
smell. It's almost intoxicating. You are instantly reminded of how hungry you are from your
finished
travels.
cooking?
I did. I finished cooking.
I would like to bust out my incense and holy water
Ooh.
while she's finishing up her preparations or whatever, and I would like to
Praying.
pray to I have forgotten Osiris. I was like, I've forgotten my deity's name.
We forgot all of our deity's name. It's just the broker. What
Yeah.
can I remember?
We're all part of the pyramid scheme now. But yeah, I would like to pray, and that's like the flavor for I am ritual casting commune,
Okay.
which allows me to ask him up to 3 questions that can be answered with yes or no, basically a single word answer.
Gotcha.
You can give unclear if the deity wouldn't know the answer to this,
Okay.
and if yes or no would mislead me to my deity's wishes. I doubt any of the questions I'm going to ask are going to pertain to this, but if it were to be misleading, you
Okay.
are allowed to answer with a short phrase if you see fit.
Okay.
But he would basically just ask if the what you calls it?
Bracer.
No, I know Cheryl knows nothing
Yeah, I
about
haven't
the
told
Oh, gotcha.
if the blacksmith, the
Okay.
master,
Mm-hmm.
if he is still alive, if the reason for him missing is due to foul play, like someone made him gone, or if he just kind of like got by like a creature, basically.
Okay.
And then
Pretty.
the big dude that we fought, his name was Zheles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I just making sure, because I don't know why I confused myself about that. If Zheles is the cause of like the creature Zheles is the cause of what's going on in Grixton.
Not sure.
To the last one, or to the person being alive?
I'm going in order.
Okay, so person unclear. Okay.
Unclear.
What?
Unclear.
That's a lot.
And no.
Oh. Okay.
What was the second question?
You just asked.
Second question
2,
was if it was foul play, that the reason why the guy is missing.
And then that third
See
one.
if they think you were asking about chickens. So, look at all those chickens.
The third one was whether or not Zheles is the reason for what's going on in Grixton right now. The lights.
Yeah. That's all good.
See you next time on.
But yeah, Cheryl wouldn't necessarily share that with everybody, but
Okay. Yeah, sorry for the not sures, but I mean there are literally reasons that he would.
no, that's
know.
fine.
Yeah.
I mean, but that just means that it's more intriguing.
Yeah, definitely. Anything else you guys would like to do before chowing down on Arsenoe's delicious food?
I'm gonna be like, I'll eat, but I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
Deep in thought.
As you eat this delicious meal that has been prepared by your friend, probably the first home cooked meal that you've had in a while that isn't just rations or pocket bacon.
Just thinking of the book that I have and my mom reading to me.
Yeah, you're gonna cry.
You feel a calmness wash over you, a wave of delight even, and each of you are given an inspiration to use within the next day.
Never has inspiration. How do we do
Just
that
tap.
here? No. I mean, like, what
It
does that
gives
mean
you
for
a
us?
D4?
Yeah, I'll give you a D4 for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how we
And
played
if it was a D4 or a D6?
Also, I know Cheryl wouldn't know, so he's not necessarily looking for it, but me as Sam overheard Morgan saying that the bracer was they attempted to melt it off, so
Stuck.
does it have any like noticeable
Scars or-
scars
Like
on
charred,
it? And would
right?
Cheryl just notice by like us eating and maybe she's like grabbing something from the center and like you'd be like, that wasn't there before.
If there were noticeable changes, you wouldn't have noticed
Okay.
them. Or like if there were any changes, you wouldn't have noticed them.
Okay.
I guess they're not noticeable in
Yeah.
that way.
there were noticeable ones.
You didn't.
You didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
If there are
you eat this
changes,
meal with your
they
hands.
weren't noticeable.
And I think the fact that I didn't make you roll for that should be pretty telling. But yeah.
Yeah. Just curious.
As you all wrap up your meal, the tabaxi.
Well, I'm gonna invite them to. Sorry, I'm gonna invite them to eat with us if they want.
I
Don't eat fish.
Cat?
I can't not eat fish.
I can hardly resist. I can't remember the last time that the kitchen smelled this good.
It's very good.
Thank you. It's not often that I have guests that prepare a meal for me as well. I appreciate it.
Yes.
She eats with her hands. No, just kidding.
No, we don't. This meal you do eat with your hands. No, like
Oh,
yes, yeah. You kind of have to
You
like
see her
roll
little-
up all the rice and then
she picks up
It's very-
with
it's-
with like both
fish.
hands, and she eats like this.
okay.
And her eyes get big and anime-like.
Yeah. What would you all like to do now?
I guess we should head to
Yeah,
the
clean up our stuff and then
Forgery
go
and-
head to the forge.
figure out what's going on there.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Okay.
As we start heading there, I want to hang back and like pull Arsene away back.
Okay.
Everybody leave.
I'm just gonna tell you. Sam. I'm gonna tell you, like, as girlfriend. He's back, and he spoke to me in my dream.
My ex is back.
We need to get this gone.
I drunk texted my ex
So,
last night.
I think I might have made a mistake. We were trying to save Tilly and Cena, and I inadvertently invited him back. I kind of I
that
drunk
is
texted
absolutely
him.
not allowed. That's not consent.
Well, he's here. So that's why I talked to Ren. I was trying to see
explicit
if Ren knew how
consent.
to get rid of it. I tried to get the blacksmith to get it off.
Saying yes, I like to have sex, and then everyone coming over saying I would like to have sex with you is not consent to all of those other people.
Thank you, therapist.
Specific.
Yeah, but if you said, hey, if you said, hey, you, I want to have sex.
Did you say, "Hey, Mammon"?
Oh my gosh, are we having this conversation right now?
Sorry.
What was that character that you had that was like very specific on
Yeah, like-
on needing consent? That was in Sam's
That is-
campaign.
Oh, it was Malore.
Yeah.
Yes.
You wanna call it that?
Yeah.
I don't even remember what that was about.
I
but just
forgot about
remember-
that.
Me too.
I rolled for his flaws, and he wanted to indulge in carnal pleasures. It's like, wow, this is
forgot about
fucking
that.
terrible. Yeah, I
I
definitely
forgot
did.
about that.
Like he had a really good backstory and everything, and
That
then the
was
role
his-
just kind of ruined him. He
Yeah.
turned him
Yeah.
into a total like anime weeb.
You
I was
could have
like,
just
"Ugh."
said no to that.
I know, but I was like, you know what? I rolled this random thing. I want to see like where this takes me. I want to see like if this.
That
That was
gives
also
me-
like one of your
Hilarious.
first D&D experiences.
No, that was like my fourth or fifth character. I mean, yeah, I guess.
So yeah, I
I was
basically
pretty
just
new
wanted
to
to
it.
like give you a heads
But
up.
did you say, Mammon, I need your help?
I don't think I said his name.
I think you did.
I think I just said help me. Do
To
you remember?
whom?
I don't remember.
I think you, one
To
way or another,
yourself?
you as Morgan said you like directed it
Did you-
to him.
I did direct it to him, but I don't know if I said his name. So
Do
yeah,
you like?
That is a little,
yeah.
yeah,
A
that
little
is.
different there, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, you
That's just-
work on the good side of the law. She works on the bad side.
yeah, that was just like things that's new with me today. So let's go to the blacksmith.
I have to
Which one? Well, let's find out.
We'll find out.
One might already be dead.
When did you find that out, Taffy?
In my dream.
In which dream last night? Night
Yeah,
before?
last night.
Last night.
Mhm.
Oh,
He's very mad at me.
mad at you
Yeah.
for what? What have you
Yeah.
done?
I'll be talking loud enough to where everyone else can hear now. 'Cause you guys probably picked up on that fact that something was going on.
Cheryl, honestly, Cheryl wouldn't have, but if you're talking
That's
loud
fine.
enough, he will. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
I'll just tell you guys because I don't want to have to pull all of you aside again. Yeah, he's mad at me for trying to break the bond.
I might Not right now, because I didn't know about this, but I might have something tomorrow to be able to take care of that.
My man, Cheryl.
That's why I was like, I was like,
I didn't know you could do it.
yeah, because I think I picked it up after you got it fixed, so I was like, oh, it doesn't matter anymore. So I
What
never
is
brought it
it?
up. It's remove curse. And if it's a cursed object, the curse stays on the object, but the object falls off. You lose attunement to the object.
So we'll see if that's what
I
it is.
didn't know you had that.
I mean, Alex might have
Well, you
flavored
didn't
this thing
ask.
differently,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it might not work.
yeah, it may not be
but
a
You were like, Miss, keep it a secret from the people who can help.
I know. Also, like, go to the arcane person.
He brings back dead people.
I cast spells with magic that I studied my whole life for.
He has a curse with some dude, so I just... Bruh.
No, I know.
I mean,
Also, you all tried to remove it before.
He has
All of
he has
you.
no control in his
No, he
relationship.
That
He
was
has
also
far
before
more
I could
control in
change
his.
my
I
fairy
know,
spells,
but
dude, so I
that's
might have had
all
it
in my brain.
Almost all control over
In my
here.
brain.
No control.
He's the only one that hasn't tried to take it off yet. Y'all have all tried.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. That
Yeah,
makes
that's
sense.
Fair. That's fair.
I didn't try. I'm not getting involved in it.
So, anyway,
Dun dun.
Cheryl,
I bonk her on
we
the
can
head.
talk tomorrow.
Bunker on the head.
I already prepared my spells for
Yeah,
today.
Kenny
that
Kenny
again.
has prepared them.
No.
You
No, I
He
already
already
did
prepared
it. I
them.
can do it once per long.
Kenny has prepared them.
Kitty has. I'm stressed.
So tomorrow, you re-prepare them. Okay.
Have you tried doing any magic since then? Like today?
I'm scared. Too.
I would be.
Try to
done
prestige
prestidigitation a lot.
something.
I'll press the
You've done
digitation.
Okay. What? What are you trying to do?
My shoes.
Your shoes
His
are now
shoes.
sparkly clean.
Great.
All right. Okay. That's
They
good.
have
That's a good
daggers
sign.
on them and they stab you.
with every step.
Great.
But they're clean.
But they're
Bone
clean.
spurs. It's bone spurs.
So
clean
it's
daggers.
bone spurs.
An infection.
Okay.
Well,
So
let's
now we're
continue
going to the forge.
blacksmith.
Okay. As you all approach the large wooden doors of the forge, you notice that one of them is actually propped open. You see the same sort of like reddish amber glow emanating from within. And as you round the corner and look inside, you
I
see...
never asked his name, did I?
You didn't. But that's okay. That's okay.
I was stressed.
I was not prepared to give it. There it is.
You put your hand in this forge?
No.
She put the rest of her body, kept her hand out.
Yeah. I did think about just cutting my arm off, though. Honestly.
Oh, I can help you with that.
You notice inside
I'll come to you if this shit
that
doesn't work.
catching the glow of this forge are many very interesting looking weapons. You would have expected, based on the history of this place, that the blades crafted here were very traditional, very straight, like typical katana, samurai sword type stuff. But these are all curved in different ways. They're just as much an expression of art as they are unique from each other. And these blades that decorate the walls are also joined by several little paper tags. Each one appears to have some manner of like inked charm on them. And as you see the young forge master hammering away at his most recent creation and dips the blade into a bucket of water, releasing steam into the room, he turns to greet you all, wiping his hands with a small cloth. What can I do for all of you? And you see when he notices Taffy, he actually stops for a moment, looks down, and continues to wipe his hands.
I'll mutter, they know.
I see. So, are you here for that? I tried to make as clear as possible. I'm not sure I can do anything.
No, that's okay.
So then,
Just being a little
what's
bitch.
can I help you with?
We want you to cut her arm off. I'm just kidding.
Conjoy!
Conjure!
want to know everything you know about your master and where he might have gone and what might have happened to him. We're trying to help get him back.
I see.
I want to. How does he react to that? Whenever
Why'd
I
you
mention
kill
the
him?
Make an
master?
inside check.
Yeah.
Where'd you hide his
Why'd
body?
you kill him?
That's a 21. My plus 11 to insight. I rolled a 10.
We asked
I
God.
have
and
a
he
plus
said you
11 to
killed him.
perception.
He
I think it was perception.
seems hesitant, but only due to the pain that losing his master has caused him.
Gotcha.
You gather that a lot of people have probably asked him about it, and that there may be some, not bad blood, but like there might be some. There might be some unspoken distaste for his becoming Forge Master by the rest of the village.
Okay.
I would be happy to tell you anything if you think it might help. He's been gone for weeks, but I'm
Thanks, Max.
still holding out hope.
Where did he go? Or did he just disappear in the night?
He left to test a blade that he and I worked on very recently. It had a very particular shape, like many of the blades here. And as he describes it to you, it basically was like a long, slender blade with a larger, like, semicircle at the tip. Just, again, a really unique looking design. If you were to come across the blade, I am sure that you would recognize it immediately.
Sad you didn't bring out your sword.
Huh?
I'm sad you didn't bring out the sword you bought.
Oh, right. I bought a sword.
I did.
Yeah.
I saw that.
What is this?
Anyway, he motions for you all to sit down on a small bench that he has near the forge. He sits across on a workman's stool.
Is this guy
Puts his-
human?
Yeah, he's Sojit.
Sojit.
I gave a description to Morgan earlier, but basically he's got like very long black hair on one side, and on the other side is completely shaved off. His left eye has very pointed eyeliner, and then his right eye is bare, so it kind of like balances out his features.
So everyone we've met in this town so far is Sojit. And whenever I saw people walking around, they were
well, the Tabaxi
Tabaxi.
is.
So
I mean,
this guy is human Sojit
yeah.
heritage. Okay. Sorry, I got Tabaxi.
No, it's okay. He sits you down, places his arms on his knees. Although it's early in the morning, it appears that he's already been hard at work. He wipes what you think might be sweat on his cheek, but it could just as easily be a tear, and begins to tell you everything he knows about his master. And that is where we will end our session tonight.
Cheryl will be particularly interested in what race the
The master.
master is.
I can tell you already, he's also Sojit. Many of the people here are Sojit heritage because, I mean, they rode in on a giant turtle. So, thank you guys, everyone who stuck around even after our giveaway. I'm so excited to give these to our good friend Jude. Tune in next time where we'll be giving away another set of dice. And again, feel free to join our Discord where we have our new Chaos Dice Roller. I have had this ready for literally a month and a half and have been waiting to put it out.
Longer.
Yeah, because I've been waiting on some art to come back, but I'm so glad I waited. The little promo for it is super cool, and can't wait to see.
And to give him extra time to rig it. So if you roll anything bad, blame him.
Yeah.
I can't wait for you guys to see what else I have in store with that particular thing. But yeah, if you guys are watching us on YouTube, thanks for watching. Check out our other videos, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, don't forget to or go out there and make some chaos. That's how.
Don't
it's
forget to
wait,
go out there.
wait.
Don't forget
I'm
to
gonna
go
do
out
it.
there and make
Okay,
some
wait.
chaos.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it over. Okay.
Cut. And
Until next time, go out there and make some chaos.
Yeah!